Alright, Xenoblade Chronicles 2. That's the wrong... Whoops. Hold on. Actually hit continue on the base game. No. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Torna, the Golden Country DLC. I need to remember what we did because it's been a couple days. But if I remember correctly, we fought Malos. He went to the cores. He went to the core of Torna, the Titan Torna core. Oh, yeah, and now we have more side quests. We have I think we have 6. It's 5 or 6 side quests that popped up. So now I think that's the agenda today. Yeah, I think that's the agenda is we will take care of and then Laura just got knighted as a driver of Torna, which was pretty cool. But yeah, so I think we have 4 side quests to do, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll take care of all those and then go from there, basically. And we'll see what else we're missing out on. Okay. And then on our way, obviously we gotta talk to all the people. Man, did they clean up already? No, there's still debris. There's just a lot more people. There's a lot more people oot to boot. Okay. There's Geo. Okay. Alright. What is this quest? Apprentice Glassmaker, Charlotte. Okay. Excuse me, have any of you had occasion to visit Torgoth recently? It's just that my instructor left for Torgoth, and I haven't heard back from him since. Oh dear. How long has it been since he left? Weeks now. He told me it was becoming more and more likely that Torna would come under attack. He said he wanted to visit his hometown before the Aegis came and destroyed us all. Can you tell us his name? Of course. It's Terez. He's in his 40s, and he's a bit of a cautious character. He likes his daily walks in the countryside. Oh, and he's got a real passion for glasswork. I can tell he's very important to you. We'll start searching for him right away. Don't you worry. You will? Yeah? Why wouldn't we? Absolutely. I know what it's like to have someone you care about on your mind. We'll get Terez back safe and sound, I promise. Oh, thank you. I'm so sorry to trouble you. I can be such a worrier. I've been told he lives at the far end of Torgoth. If you find him, could you tell him his student Charlotte's worried about him? Alright. But, it wasn't Torgoth. Was it wise to tell her that, Laura? You know Torgoth's been, I'm going to make a thorough search and then tell her what we know. Whatever the truth may be. Yeah. I was gonna say, wasn't Torgoth sort of Alright, where's her, okay. Alright, we'll pick up everything first and then we can set out. We don't want to hear kids like us, but I mean, don't worry. I'm sure that whatever Marcus made will be nice. I wish I wasn't something. Maybe I'd be able to make myself useful like Marcus and the others too. Okay. Yeah. So I was curious because all the quests that we did with Marcus for the bug collecting and stuff like that, it's to help her not be sick. And I'm like, okay, interesting. I want to see. I really hope I get to see how that plays out. Damn it. Damn you, Xenoblade. You're making me care about side characters again. Damn you, Xenoblade. God damn you. How dare you make me invested once more. Niddle. Ah, Prince Adam. How long have I Long have I longed for the chance to speak with you properly. I'm really sorry, but we're actually pretty busy, so... Oh, no, wait, please, wait! Whoa, the hell? That's a bit rude, isn't it? I mean, I'm constantly going out of my mind with worry about you, Prince, and now this? It's heartless is what it is, and after I've pledged the entirety of my heart and soul to you and Torna. Jeez, Adam, come on, man. Just notice him, man. Senpai wants you to... He just wants you to notice me. Or you, him. And another thing, I've been at your side since your royal childhood, and you've always been so, shall we say... Cut to the chase already! Right, yes, fine. Let's say what you wanted to say then. Huh? Oh, right, indeed. The earlier attack has caused a lot of damage to the capital, and the rubble is still being removed. In particular, the residential and shopping wards are taking time to clear, but we're short-handed, so Alright, I see the problem here. How about we help out then? Egad, would you really? You said you need hands, right? Well, the prince and the rest of us have some perfectly good ones right here. She's right. I would like to do my part also. I thank you, kind sir. Huh? Are you the Ardanian? Shh. Let's not tell the whole country about it, shall we? With this many helpers, we should be done in no time. Quite. Let's clean up the wreckage from the residential and shopping wards, and let's be quick about it. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Ah, it's fine, Niddle. It's fine.
We never turn a blind eye to people.
Just be cool, man. Be cool. Be cool, Niddle. Be cool. Clemens. I've gained community. Bitchin'. Love it when I just get community from talking to a person. Heck yeah, man. Okay. Arb. Alright. Hello, young lady. The name's Arb, and I'm a shipwreck by trade. They're currently in the midst of moving. Sorry to accost you, but do you know know much about ships? My apprentice could use a hand with one he's making now. A ship, you say? I have to say I haven't a clue, but we'd love to help if we could. You are as much a lifesaver as people say then. But tell me, what do you expect from the future? Huh? I haven't really given it much thought. Why do you ask? Because a person's destiny can change, depending on what they choose to fixate on, what they choose to value. I'm not really sure where you're going with this. You're suggesting that our compulsions may do more than bring us happiness or prosperity? If one were to be fixated on a remote past which cannot be changed, what a sad life they would lead. Their sadness would only beget further sadness. Oh, what a curious mind you have, sir. Where's this all from all of a sudden? I thought your head was full of Hugo. His Majesty is everything to me, but that's subtly different from a compulsion. That's right, I'd call it devotion if I had to call it anything. I'd call it overbearing, but to each their own. Friends, we are getting sidetracked. Yes, well, in any case, I'm very curious to see what fate has in store for you, young lady. As my apprentice, Aquin, he just returned to the residential district. Do pay him a visit if you're so inclined. But in the midst of that, you mustn't forget whom you're helping, for what cause, and where it may lead you. Okay? I thought we were building a ship. What's happening? What?
See what we have here.
I thought we were building ships, not you know, figuring out life goals. Was not ready. Was not ready for that. Slowly, we're just like, are we still talking about boats? No? Okay, I guess. Oh, he's over here. Ofa.
Hello, sweetlings. What can I do for you? I warn you now, I'm not exactly the most able-bodied person here. I am Ofa. I run the accessory shop back in Four-Eyed Shopping Ward, though you might not know it. Ever since I put my granddaughter in charge of the stall, I've become quite partial to my daily walks. The Outriders Fortress Trail in particular is a lovely walk. There are moments when the sunlight dapples through the trees and I think to myself, pah, who needs Elysium? Oh, it was idyllic, at least up until recently. These days, the forest is so littered with junk that you can't really appreciate its beauty anymore. At first, I tried to clean it up myself, so I did. But try as I might, the litter would not go away, piling up faster than I could get rid of it. At this rate, I thought to myself, I'll have to abandon my lovely walk and find somewhere else. Would you be a dear and help me clean the place up? You're sure to do better a job than I.
Forest Trail Antics.
We can take care of it if you want.
All right. Since all of these, most of these happen in Torna, let's go to Gorbot first. We'll do that one. Where are we at? 54 70. Okay.
A hop, skip, and a jump later.
Even
Okay.
on familiar ground, we must stay vigilant.
Oh no, this one says Terrace. Yeah, it must have been made by someone who knew him. Well, that solves that mystery. I'm so sorry, everyone, but I had to make sure. One way or another, Charlotte will need some closure on this. I'm with you, Laura. I'd have done the same in your position. That's the sad thing about miracles. They rarely happen. Don't beat yourself up about it. I mean, that's right. It wasn't your fault, Laura. You don't have to bear that burden. Yeah, you're right. Thanks, guys. Do you think perhaps Terrace left something behind that we could take to Charlotte as a keepsake? Like what? I can't see anything of worth left around here. Charlotte says he was a cautious man, in which case it's possible that he would have predicted the attack. And we still don't know exactly why he came back here in the first place. I admit, I am very curious. Then I suggest we start by investigating the area around his lodgings. Your Majesty, please watch your step. I'm sure His Majesty doesn't require that much mollycoddling, Aegeon. Do you think he might have known Mother? If he did, we owe him in thanks. It must have been a hard life for her all alone here. Yeah, if only we made it in time, we could have simply asked. Sleep tight, Terrace. I pray you're in a better place now. Oh, I just noticed that Jin doesn't wear his mask anymore. I just now noticed that.
This is becoming addictive.
I'm something of an expert.
Might as well collect stuff while I'm here.
This is becoming addictive. You're coming with me,
Something's
treasure.
buried
mine
down
too.
here.
Don't have to.
Despair not.
Onward.
Onward.
What do I need for mining too?
Right. Who wants to go digging?
Oh. Oh, I already have mining too. Ah, okay, I see. Cool. I just never
The
unlocked it.
suspense is killing
Something's
me.
Noted.
buried down here.
Don't have to tell me twice.
Awesome. That should unlock a couple other field skills too, I think.
The suspense is killing me.
Once we need to go back to Torna, we'll check around Gorbot and see if there anything else that I can excavate. There might be a couple things.
Aren't we
I'm
intrepid?
something of an expert.
You're coming with me,
Something's
treasure.
buried down here.
Don't have to tell me twice.
The suspense is killing me.
Terrace's notes. Just a scrap of paper? Seriously? It says Nox Promontory, and that's it. He could have at least signed it or something. How are we supposed to make sense of anything now? Hold on. I've seen this kind of writing before. It's been written with a glass pen. When this is dried, hidden colors will show themselves. You mean like a pen made of glass? Yes, Laura, that's what I would infer a glass pen is. No, Laura, it's a pen that writes with glass. I've never heard of such a thing. One of Torna's finest inventions. It only caught on with enthusiasts, so I'm not surprised you haven't heard of it. Indeed, but this means there's a good chance that this writing belongs to Terrace himself. This Nox Promontory may be worth checking out then. Don't know what that means, but okay. Where are you having me go? Oh. Okay. Okay, makes sense. Lockpicking 3. Manipulate Eater, Power of Light. Lockpicking 3. Alright. Damn, I really don't have anything else, huh?
Man. What a pleasant stroll.
You remember our destination, don't you?
This is becoming addictive.
I know the drill.
Alright, so I made it here. Let's keep
Aren't
going.
we intrepid?
I know the drill.
Oh, I went the wrong way. I went the wrong way. I see. I needed to go west. I basically went south. Have I been there yet? It doesn't look like it. Maybe I got stopped by enemies, perhaps? Okay. I don't know if I don't know that I've actually been over here yet. I don't think so. Yeah, I haven't. Let's just do this bridge. Okay. Excuse me, sir.
This is becoming addictive. You're coming with me, treasure.
Cool.
Aren't we intrepid?
Nature makes a fine ally.
Nox Promontory.
The suspense is killing
Something's
me.
buried down here.
Don't have to tell me twice.
The suspense is killing me.
Alright, Glassmaker's Tome. Let's see. This is a technical manual on glasswork. It goes into great detail about the manufacturing process. There are all sorts of diagrams and annotations. Hold on. Terrace came all the way out here to bury this? Kind of weird, isn't it? Well, maybe he buried it, or maybe he came here to dig it up. We don't know for certain. Didn't Charlotte tell us that he was worried about there being an Aegis attack on Torna? This is just speculation, but maybe he left it here to spare his knowledge from destruction. If you're right, then it's a terrible irony that he met his demise in Gormott. How awful. Think we should put it back then? It's probably best not to leave it in Torna. No, I think this is something Charlotte needs to see. She should be the one to decide what to do with it. Alright. Cool. I've never been up here yet, so that was exciting. We'll go. I want to go drop down
This is
below,
becoming
too.
a
See if there's
Nature
anything down
makes
there.
a fine ally.
Whee! Aha!
You're coming
you.
with me, treasure. becoming addictive.
Alright. Now we can go back.
That was quite the voyage.
You remember our destination, don't you?
Ah.
Witness my irresistible force.
Laser focus.
Brute force! Many hands make light work, right? There you go. Oh, hello, nice to see you again. Have you had news from Terrace? Well, now Charlotte, I don't want you to be alarmed, but your teacher, he's really dead? And Torna got destroyed. I can't believe it. This isn't real. I mean, he was only just here. Why did it have to be him? And you're telling me this manual is the only thing that's left of him? Charlotte, please. There was still so much I needed to learn from him. So much more I needed to know. It wasn't supposed to be like this. Well, it's all over now, isn't it? The trade, my livelihood. What's the point of anything anymore? I mean, you have a book that can teach you. That's not true. The only time that someone's truly gone is when you forget them. As long as you cherish your memories of him, he'll live on in your heart. And yet I'll never see him again. Smack! Snap out of it, woman! Oops, I hit my microphone by accident. I did not mean to do it. That was an accident. My bad. You can see him again in your memories. That's why I wanted you to have this. Keep it or throw it away. It's your choice. But at the very least, take it. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I really do need to get it together, don't I? As his students, I should be respecting his devotion to his trade. Otherwise, I have a feeling he'll be telling me off from beyond the grave.
Thank you.
Nice. Ooh, and I can talk to this guy, Dulala. Different Dulala. Passing the torch.
Good enough for you?
With the deceased master's secrets of the craft in hand, Charlotte decides to honor his memory and stride into the future with her head held high.
Witness my irresistible force.
Laser focus.
Who are you? I don't have any appointments today. Please do excuse us interrupting you unannounced. The thing is, we've heard you were making a ship, and yes, I'm right in the middle of doing some review work. No sleep, no rest. All rest for its people for Torna. As you can see, I've not got enough people and materials, so it's all down to me working triple time. So what was I supposed to be doing just now? Are you quite all right? You must be going mad from sleep deprivation. Here, why don't we help? Are you serious? That'd be brilliant! In that case, could you get me a pane of glass and 10 lengths of lumber and find us a skipper? That'd probably do. Oh, Titan's foot! I completely forgot about the paint delivery! Wait up, hold on! We'll need more to go on! Gone without a trace. Interesting lad, isn't he? Wears his heart on his sleeve and acts as quick as he thinks. Sure, he's a real peach, but you do realize that we've got no idea what he actually needs from us, right? Might it be an idea to visit Mr. Arb and hear some details from him? It would be a shame to waste precious time seeking a helmsman with no concrete clues to go on. You spoke well, Aegeon. At times like these, it is good to rely on the expertise of others. Having the master cover for the incompetence of his apprentice makes sense. Let's do it. You've got a real talent for wording things in the exact worst way possible. Do you know that? She does. It's fine. I just wonder why he's building that ship in such a hurry in the first place.
Witness my irresistible force.
Laser focus.
There we go. I'm on the lookout for the people that I need to talk to join my community. But it's fine. It's a good thing that, again, most of this stuff happens in Torna, so it works out. Or in the capital.
Oh ho ho, so you've come back. Aquin has always been that way. Allow me to fill you in on the glass and wood. From the lumber, what we need is durability. 10 muscle branches from Gormont should do nicely for a start. Next, the glass panes. But the usual ones won't cut it, I'm afraid. We'll need some good reinforced glass for this. Unfortunately, you can't just pick those up around here. We'll need the help of a professional in this matter. As for the skipper, I've got an idea. A woman by the name of Makila who lives in Gormont. Mention my name and she should hear you out. Well, does that all make sense? Hope it's not too much to ask.
Alright. Hey, 42-3. Nice.
Half the battle is living to fight another day.
And then meet characters from the community list. Oh, nice. I only need 4 more. Nice. Heck yeah. Okay.
Witness my irresistible force.
Laser focus.
Okay. We'll go over there. I see some rubble there. And then need to... Oh, there's one. I was like, I need to find those people for part of my community.
Aren't we intrepid?
Listen to the sound of my voice.
Now, Saz. Nice.
Thank you.
Track this character. There you go. Below me. What? Oh, are they? Okay, I think I know where they are. If they're below me, they might be in
Witness
the
my irresistible force.
in the
Laser
womb.
focus.
Nope. They're over this way. Nope. I want to talk to the lady that's crying. Yeah. Man, that woman's just constantly
Witness
sad.
my irresistible force.
Laser focus.
Okay. They are. No, they are in the womb. I was right. Damn it. Motherfucker. Or. Wait. They're underneath.
Pleasant
me.
stroll.
You remember
But-
our destination, don't you?
Hold up. Hold up. They're below me, but. Huh? Hold on. They're right underneath me, but oh!
Change of pace.
Maybe in the inn.
All right, remind me why we're here again?
Yeah, right here. Next room. Boom, there you are. There you are.
Well, this is awkward.
Woo! Alright, community level 4. Oh, god damn it. Oh, god damn it. Ah, son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Damn it. Great. Great. There's more. There's more motherfucking... Alright. What do you want? Aw, come on. I'm begging you. Just a small taste of one of your culinary masterpieces is all I'm asking. My dear Mr. Malton, you can keep on begging till the Arden come home, but it's not going to change anything. Ah, come on, lass, I told you why I'm here. I came all the bleeding way from Moradane to partake in your fine food. I can't possibly go home without sampling Torna's most closely guarded secret. I'm even risking my neck being here for architect's sake. Go on, make an exception just this one time for me. As I've mentioned numerous times, Mr. Malton, it simply cannot be done. I'm sorry. Sorry to interrupt, but what is it exactly that's stopping you? Oh, Laura, Prince Adam. It's because of my parents. I left them in important village, and now they've passed on. I've been trying to get over the grief, but I just can't. I barely keep it together as it is. Oh, that's rough. My deepest condolences. Even so, you simply cannot continue to serve meals with such a subpar taste. Dude, her parents just died. Subpar it may be, but tell me, Mr. Malton, how is it in relation to Ardanian cuisine? Alright, you win that one. Oh, served, idiot. Is Ardanian cuisine really that bad, Hugo? Oh, well, it's an acquired taste. Professional, Hugo. Professional answer. I would have to say I'm quite fond of our delicacies, but it seems that the public opinion differs. I can't really stomach it, I'm afraid. I take Jin's cooking over it any day. Obviously. It is obvious, is it? Ooh! Ah! Ouch. Look, I know it sounds selfish of me to insist, but how long are you going to keep this up, eh? These customers are coming to you, they know how good you are, but look at what you're serving them. Everyone has to deal with hardships, you more than others, but a good chef prides themselves on their food. Yes, but I've got it! I know this might be hard on you, ma'am, but I may have a way to add a little zest to your cooking. Zest? By way of a cooking contest. Yes, give that man a medal! I'll happily front the reward money, and I'm sure we can borrow the inn for an evening if we ask nicely. So it's to be an evening with Adam, is it? Well, let's not put that on the pamphlets. But moving on, Hugo and I could be the judges, and let's see. Sign me up too. I came here to sample food. This may turn out to be the perfect opportunity for me. Done! But is there anyone who would even want to participate in a food contest in times this dangerous? Absolutely! Jin? Don't let his looks fool you. Jin here happens to be a very talented cook. Me? Oh, no, Come on, Jin, help them out here. You'll be doing everyone a huge favor, and I really want to see you put your skills to the test. Very well, then. That's our Jin. Next, we'll have to ask around the capital to see who else might be interested in taking part. Will you be joining us, Miss Sorrel? I suppose. I am quite curious to see the extent of the paragon of Torna's skills with the ladle and spatula. This is getting rather exciting. Hey, hold up a sec. Yes, Mithra? Aren't we forgetting someone here? Oh, you must be an Aegeon. Hey, you're right! Aegeon can make a mean fish pie. We'll have to see if we can get him on board and... Not him, me! You better watch out, Jin, because I'm gonna sneak up and steal that victory from right under your nose. Hey, watch it! You'll be laughing on the other side of your face! I'm serious, and I'll be bringing my A game. Well, now that we have some real challengers, why don't we return to the inn and talk this through? Fine by me. Oh, this is shaping up to be even better than I had imagined. The Great Tornan Cook-Off, baby. Let's go. The Great Tornan Cook-Off. It looks as if we're almost ready to proceed with the evacuation. If it wasn't for all your support, we might never have been able to pull this off. I thank you in the name of Torna. I don't know why you're thanking me. I'm a knight now, remember? And you know what else? I'm really starting to like this place. You get to see so many different walks of life here. It's a real melting pot. I've noticed that. So many intertwining lives all together in one place. I have felt the same about the cities of Mor Ardain. There is much to like about their urban environs. You make me want to pay a visit now. Then we can all go together. We'll finish off Malus and take Hugo back home personally. Oh, yes, please. We will welcome you with open arms. The streets will be awash with cheer. I'd appreciate it if we could skip any of the formal stuff. Hey, listen. Do you think we'll even stand a chance against Malos? Haven't a clue. His powers seem so far off the charts, I couldn't even guess. He still has his limits, and besides, Adam's never been able to handle me as effectively as he can now. That's right, Master Adam's more than prepared to take that creep down. And we'll be right there to watch it happen, won't we, Mick? We've come this far, may as well go see it through. Those lads. You're not serious. Do you know how dangerous it is to be even remotely near Malos? Just by tagging along with this, you're putting your lives on the line. Oh, and I suppose we've been perfectly safe up till now as well, have we? We know what we're getting into, okay? You don't know what you're talking about. Mithra, drop it. Come on, let's head back to the inn. I want to get a good night's sleep before the decisive battle. Very wise. I'll really have to talk this through with Mikhail and Milton. I have to be very careful because I don't want to proceed the main quest line. So can't talk to Fred. Don't talk to Fred. Talking to Fred is bad. Is here? Right. We've got to think of something that'll really knock the judges for 6. Oh yes. Wouldn't it be delightful if we won? Why are you two getting so fired up over this? Do lighten up, Jin. It's just a bit of fun. Cooking contests are all about appealing to the judges' taste. We have to pick carefully. Yes, very true. The judges are Master Adam, Lord Hugo, and Mr. Melton. Furthermore, from what Master Adam told me, the renowned gourmet Omnum will also be attending the event. A renowned gourmet. Yeah. I hear there'll be a few others showing up as well. It'll be difficult to work out their preferences, but I know for a fact that Adam loves his pan-fried tatari. Pan-fried tatari. Mouth-watering, isn't it? It's so soft and succulent. Yes, it's quite exquisite. I've always wanted to try my hand at that. Could be a good opportunity. Yeah, go for it. For the ingredients, we'll need bulafun beast meat and rogel bird meat. Ideally, we'd want weeping flour, nest extract, and barbed tomatoes too. I can already taste it melting in my mouth. Lady Laura, it just occurred to me. Yes, Hayes? What if the other participants decide on the same strategy as ours? You think they might prepare this exact same meal? Yes, supposing they do. Well, it still won't be a problem if our Tatari outclasses the rest of them, right? But if we do all make the same dish, it does lower our chances of success. How about a dessert then? Yes, dessert, I approve. Great. And whose favorite would that be? I know I'd love it. Me too. I don't really do sweet dishes normally, though it couldn't hurt to try. What would we be making specifically? I could bake a cake I once saw in Uriah. Would that do? For the ingredients, I'll need cranberry bells, ruska flour, and some weeping flour, and finally some Melosian honey and a few lactonuts. That sounds divine. What do you think, Lady Laura? Which is our best bet? We'll have to choose between the two, won't we? What do you think, Jin? Which would you be happier with? The pan-fried tatari would be easier to make, but I'd say we have a good chance with either choice. That's not making it any easier. Well, if we're still on the fence, why don't we make both and decide which one to serve at the last moment? Not a bad idea. Alright, let's do that. We can meet back here at the inn once Jin's prepared the meals. Excellent. Best of luck, Jin. Yeah. Oh my god! Why? You just made this so much... Okay. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. Cool. Gotta... more pain! Of course. Of course we're just gonna make this so much harder. Hey, you have to do one thing. JK, you have to do both! Ugh. Oh, it's you. Thank you for all your help earlier. Reinforced glass? Yeah, sure, I deal in that. Just give me a second. Right, there you go. Oh, yeah, don't worry about the price. It's thanks to you all that I can work my glass in peace now. It's the least I can do to thank you. You could come around again sometime and we could hang out. I mean, without all the business stuff. I mean, we'll see, Charlotte. We'll see. Alright, we're doing laps around the capital to pick up. I know I'm missing like a couple quests. Okay. Hey, Kazuki, what's up, man?
Time crept up on us, it seems.
Okay.
It may be wise to rest for the long road ahead.
Alright, Niddle, I did your thing. Oh, is the records all cleared out then? Thank you very much. With that done, we need only fix up the gardens and the capital will be back to its old glory. The tools and workers I have already assembled, so could you please give our head gardener the go-ahead? He's a man called Bry. He should be waiting in the gardens. Okay. Name's Bry. Ooh, exclamation.
The suspense is killing
Something's
me.
buried down here.
Don't have to tell me twice.
You're coming with me, treasure.
You tried out Xenoblade Chronicles 2 yesterday? Oh! So is that have you never played it before, Kazuki? Because if so, I'm playing DLC right now, so it's a bit, that might be a little bit awkward. Alright, where's this dude? Oh, there he is. It's like, where's this dude at? Alright, there you go. Hey, excuse me, are you Bry? Niddles asked us to come tell you to start repairs on the garden. Sorry, we're closed for business. Go away. Has something happened? Yes, it has, and it's all because of my knucklehead son. He's meant to be bringing me sand, not loafing around somewhere. Sand? So you've sent your son to fetch sand, is that right? Exactly, from the Harrod Hills. I've told him to be careful, and plenty of times too. I wonder what that oaf is doing. It certainly sounds like he may have encountered trouble. We could look for him if you'd let us. Do you have any idea where your son might be? If I did, I wouldn't be having such a hard time. But there is a wooded area on the far side of the hills. Maybe he just got lost in there by mistake. If you happen to find him, could you drag him back here? We need that sand to get on with the work. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go find this dude. Alright, but that's gonna have to wait, because I have like so many other quests. It doesn't stop. It never stops. Okay. So pick up these 4 quests. Rococo. Friends would like to hear fine performance of Rococo. What happy thing you say? Dream of Rococo is to be traveling minstrel, plying sing-songy trade in towns and cities of Alrest. Rococo turned a little green from jealousy when bards Leo and Arzard came to town here. Wait, Rococo have it! Rococo perhaps able to team up with Leo and Azard, probably good for career to make connections. But Rococo shy like late blooming radish. Talk to new person, flushes under fur and heart of fluttery. Not when blowing flute though. Rococo actually blossom like hot house flower under attention of everyone. Funny. So perhaps friends can act as middle pawn and speak to bards on behalf of Rococo? Tell them all about passion of Rococo and blowing a flute. Much thank you. The Bard Factor. Okay.
I'm certain it'll be worth it in the long run.
There you go. What luck, a group of youngsters. I was just looking for someone to run an errand for me. I'm dying, you know. Okay. Okay, ma'am. It's cool, I guess, when you put it that way. The doctor says the end is near. Oh, don't be sad. At my age, death is a peaceful prospect. I've seen so many of my friends off already. Now it's my turn. That's all there is to it. All souls must be saved will be saved in the end. That's what the teaching of the Praters say, and that's what I believe.
Where was I? Oh, yes. Oh, I one regret is a promise I once made to a friend that I haven't kept. I promised to make a vase, but I don't have the materials for it. Would you know where to find them for me? Here's what I need. 2 sprigs of spiral mistletoe, 4 silver wing quartz, and 4 chunks of eternity loam. That's it. If you happen to find some on your travels and feel like sharing, I'd be most grateful. Oh, and about the eternity loam, I seem to remember that you could harvest it in the Lofton Nature Preserve. These days, it's very valuable, so I feel like maybe there isn't so much of it left. Still, it may be worth a look. No need to go out of your way to get it all, but like I said, I'd be grateful for any help you could offer. I reckon my friend's forgotten all about this, but a promise is a promise and I want to keep it. Okay. Cool.
I see there's work to do.
Okay. Oh, Jesus. Alright, Lord Adam! Lord Adam! Is that Brojan? What's he doing here in the capital? Has he got business here? Could be. I asked him to distribute some food supplies to the militia. He's probably here to pick them up. True, Brojan was in charge of food rations, wasn't he? Which suits his interests just fine. Hey, Brojan, what good work there? Come to fetch food, have you? That's right, look at all this. That's food. It's enough to feed an army. In fact, it will. We won't have to worry about food shortages for a while anyway. Now you just have to get it to Atleta. Yes, about that. There's a problem. We got through the desert without much issue, but then we encountered a whole host of Tiza parasects swarming all over the Brain Canyon. We ran as fast as our legs could carry us all the way here. But that's not going to fly on the return trip to Atleta, because you'll be carrying a heavy cargo. Exactly. We were just discussing what to do about it when you walked by. Impeccable timing, I have to say. Well, what are we talking about then? A little pest extermination? That does seem like the obvious solution. Is everyone on board with this? Do you even have to ask? Right. Wait here, Brojan. We'll be back in a jiffy. Thank you all. And be careful. Ah, right. Alright, further feeding issues. Ah, neat.
Let's see what we have here.
Alright, Brojan, we'll take care of the insects, but I swear to God, I see you snacking on anything, so help me. Oh, well, if it isn't Laura and Adam. Tara, didn't expect to find you here. What happened to guard in the garden? Ah, well, now I took a nasty old hit in the attack the other day, and my legs aren't what they used to be. Long story short, I've been reassigned to Torna's womb. Oh, really? I'm sorry to hear that. Are you okay? That must have been simply awful for you. Don't go giving me those sad eyes, miss. It's not as bad as all of that. I'll be right as rain with a bit of time. I sometimes get to catch up with Master Azurda, and he regales me with war stories, so it's not all bad. Azurda has war stories? He does. As you might imagine, what with him being 800 years old and all, he's seen a lot of stuff in his time. Like that story he told me the other day about that fabulous hoard of money. Fabulous hoard of money? What? Well, that reminds me, Master Azurda said that if I saw you, I should send him to you. Or send you to him. There you go. He should be in Torna's womb if you want to pop along there. My legs need a bit of rest, so I'm going to head back to my post. Azurda, S-O-S.
Don't you worry.
I've got.
I would like to backtrack to the fabulous hoards of money part, but okay. No, that's fine. That's fine, Tara. Keep your secrets. It's whatever. I don't need it. I've got frickin' how much money? Like, over $1 million? Let me see here. How much money do I have? I've got 300K. Psh, it's fine. Easy. Easy clap, man. Easy clap. Also, treasure.
You're coming with me, treasure.
How close am I to lockpicking? $10 more. Okay. Okay. 10 more. 10 more treasure troves and I will have lockpicking 3. Thank God.
Oh, it's you, thank you for meeting me here. Let's get right to business. You see that blighter over there? Oh, hello. There was a little bother, and it's got me rather pinned down, I'm afraid. Would you possibly be able to clear it away for me? Can't you do it yourself? Do you think I'd be asking you if I could do it myself? It doesn't look that tough, though. I get the feeling that there's more than this than you're letting on. Well, yes, there may be. It's okay, Nuncle. We'll take care of it. Thank you. You're very kind to an old Titan. Shall we go? We'll handle it in a jiffy. Consider it a favor. Okay. I guess we're doing this now. Oh, Jesus. Okay.
These guys should be no problem.
I won't enjoy this.
Not close enough. Still not close enough. Come here!
Spinning wheel!
My senses are heightened.
We got this!
Healing regularly is the key to ensuring victory.
Okie dokie.
Poised and ready. My senses are heightened. Catch this. Rest in peace. I feel unstoppable. Someone else. My preparation wide open. My no.
Now we're getting into the rhythm. Spinning wheel! Ready.
I'll give you a hand.
I'm there, Bridget.
I will pull. You cannot escape
Okie
me.
dokie.
Never. Catch you. Rest in peace.
Let me magnify that.
This is the one.
I feel like I'm gonna lose. Oh, well, it's fine. I guess it's fine. Alright, Azerta. I did it. Thank you for that. I'm sorry you had to go to all that trouble for me. Phew. Phew. Now that's settled, I can finally leave. I have to ask, what exactly happened? Well, Jin, when you've lived as long as I have, there are bound to be one or two matters you find it indelicate to talk about. He's old. Women. Now just wait a moment. How dare you assume like that, young man? Now, Minot, don't pry. The Titan doth protest too much, methinks. I'd say I hit the bullseye. Is there a special someone in your heart, Azerta? Hey, so while we're chatting, someone mentioned something about a fabulous hoard of money. What's that about? Thank you, Laura, asking the important questions. I don't need to know about Azerta's love life. Frankly, I don't want to know. What I want to know is about the fabulous hoards of money. Oops, just remembered I have somewhere to be. Oh, wait. Is this... Oh... Actually, I might know what this is about, actually. It might be the money lending from the base game, that side quest. That might be it, actually, yeah. I have to go and meet Tereth. Okay, toodle pip. Bye, Uncle. Yeah, okay. He's hiding something for sure. Should we find out what it is? I'm sure it's very complicated, whatever it is. Perhaps we should just trust that he has it under control. He doesn't. When I look at Nuncle, I think that maybe people and Titans aren't so very different after all. Blades too, of course. There's no reason we shouldn't all get along. I agree. That's a very positive outlook. When I look around at you guys, I can't help but believe it. Okay. Okay. All right, Azerta, keep your secrets.
How reliable.
But I think it's the money lending thing from the base game. I think that's what it is.
Thank you.
That's what I'm thinking. But we'll see. We'll see. Okay. Alright, that's all the quests that I need to pick up for now.
I'm glad it all worked out.
Freed from his plight, Azerta left wearing a broad grin. The incident supposedly involved a woman, but the truth of the matter remains unsolved. Yeah, I think if I remember correctly from the base game, Azerta took out a bunch of money, I think to impress some woman, and then like... Because I think he like went to go buy something, and then that didn't pan out. And then he just like never paid the guild back for like the loan, I think. He's just right out here. He's just right out here instead. I didn't go far, did he? Okay. Asserted. I thought Asserted would have gone a little bit farther, but okay. I guess not. It's funny. God damn it. Okay. Let's go to Gormott and do that quest next. So, which is which one? Planning for the future. This one. I'm just guessing as to where this is. I don't actually know.
Skip and a jump later.
It's not here.
Even on familiar ground, we must stay vigilant.
Actually, this works out. Let me hit this campfire real quick. Because if I can, one,
Let's get down to business.
want to make
Let's polish up
this.
the structure. Now,
There you go.
who'd make a good lead?
And
Don't spoil your
then
appetite before I'm done.
this. Right. So we got the wingberry
Just
cake.
taste it.
I need barbed tomatoes. Barbed tomatoes come from where? Gormott, particularly between Torgoth and the cemetery. Okay. Noted.
Whoosh!
Even on familiar ground, we must stay vigilant.
Aren't we intrepid?
There we go. I don't remember how many I actually needed, so let's just grab like 3
This
of
is
them.
becoming addictive. Aren't we intrepid? This is becoming
I'm
addictive.
something of an expert.
Is there another vegetable point? Then we're not too.
This is becoming
I'm
addictive.
something of an expert.
I might have to.
This is becoming
Skip
addictive.
travel.
makes a fine ally.
Yeah. Nope. Okay.
Whoosh!
Even on familiar ground, we must stay vigilant.
This is becoming addictive. Whoosh!
Even on familiar ground, we must stay vigilant.
Aren't we intrepid?
Nature makes a fine ally.
Fuck. I only know it from this spot, so it's rare.
Whoosh!
Even on familiar ground, we must stay vigilant.
Hey, JJ, what's up, man? You're just in time for me to farm
Nature
resources
makes a
and
fine
through
ally.
RMG. Oh, I got one. Nice. All right, let me get one. If I can get one more, we should be in business. I think I need 3, to which I think I only have 2 right now, which
Change of pace.
angers me.
All right, remind me why we're here again.
But again, this is the only place that I can get this
On
tomato,
Nature
and I need
makes
it.
a fine ally.
I got a proc. Oh, nice, I got it. Sweet. All right, cool. Now we can go back to the campfire, and I can make our food dish that we need for the side quest.
Even on familiar
Good.
ground, we must stay vigilant.
Alright, so
Don't
home
spoil your
cooking.
appetite before I'm done.
Fried tatari a la gin. Oh, I needed 2. I have 5.
It's ready.
Good job, me. Good job, me. Aegeon's
I
cooking,
challenge
by the
myself
way.
today.
Bony. Alright, hold on. I need to know where I get this stuff from. Grady beast meat and bony tongue. Bony tongue shark. I need both of these. And I need these specifically because of... Alright. Enemy part. That's not helpful information. Oh, the bony tongues are found in Gormod. Oh, sweet. Collection point south of Cooley Lake. Okay. How many do I
will
need?
challenge myself today.
I need 1 shark and 1 Grady beast meat. Okay. Alright. So the Grady beast meat. The problem is that I don't know what enemy that is. But okay. That's
Even on
fine.
familiar ground, we must stay.
Oh. So I mentioned this earlier during raid, but so I made dinner tonight. I made dinner, and I was cooking pasta for dinner tonight, and I remember like
This is
watching a
becoming
video
nature makes a fine
about
ally.
when you cook pasta. Like there's like a whole controversy of like, do you salt water? Do you salt your water? Do you like should you put oil in your water? And stuff like that. And I was like, you know, normally what I do when I make pasta is I'll salt it, but then I won't put oil in the water at all. I'll add oil usually like later or after I'm doing that. But I'm like, you know what? I'll add oil this time to the water, and we'll see how that goes. I picked up the bottle of oil, and the fucking cap came off, and I dropped the bottle, and I spilled oil all over myself. I spilled oil all over myself, and I was just like, fuck me. I got got all over my shirt and my arm, and like there's still some on my neck actually, because it splattered into my face.
This is becoming addictive.
So, you know. Don't add oil to water. I mean, like, the stove wasn't on. It was fine. It was only a little bit.
This is becoming addictive.
It worked out. Alright, I've got my bony... I've got my sharks. Now we can go to the Laxum Cove. Get this thing. Well, that shirt is done.
What a pleasant stroll.
It sucked.
Aren't we intrepid?
It wasn't like a lot, but it was definitely enough where I'm like, I need to change shirts now. Like, it wasn't a whole lot, but it was definitely enough where I'm like, I can't keep wearing this right now, and I need to change clothes. Where's this? Oh, she's over here. I was like, where is this woman? But yeah, safe to say, I was not happy about it. Alright, you're looking for a skipper, and you're serious about it? Oh, but my services don't come cheap, darlings. Let's see now. My rates are... how's 200,000 G sound? Oh, you're friends with the old fart? Well, why didn't you say so sooner, darlings? If you need a skipper, I'll be there. I can't very well refuse if he's asking. I'm sure he's got reasons to, and so on. What, money? Nah, forget about it. I'm not so far gone that I can't do a friend a favor. So, where do I go? Yanchik Harbor. Yep, got it. By the by, do you need me to go in all sneaky-like? Is someone after you? Oh, you're not really involved. Cool. No precautions necessary, then. Huh? Oh, don't mind me, darlings. Let's just meet in Yanchik Harbor. Total pip and all that. Ma'am? Ma'am, excuse me? What? Okay. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Whatever, man. Whatever. All right. Report back to Aquin in the one place. Got it. Hold on. Let me go. I think there's. Let me go this way. You want to add a 2-gallon of old cod or old cold fry oil spill over.
Quite the voyage.
Oh,
You remember
God.
our destination, don't you?
Ugh. Gross. 2 gallons. Christ
All right,
alive.
follow my lead.
I stand
Oh.
ready to face all comers.
That's there was
You're sick.
there was one time in college I was part of a like test PR group, and we were doing like an international, we were doing like a Chinese cooking segment. And after the shoot, I remember I was holding a bottle. It was a bottle of like olive oil, I think. And I remember someone was like, "Hey, I'll give you $1 if you drinks it, some of it." And I go, "Sure." And he goes, and they're like, I went to go drink it. He goes, "Wait, no, you don't have to." And I'm like, "Do you not have $1 on you?" And he goes, "I mean, you're like, yeah." And I'm like, "Well, then I'll do it." He goes, "Wait, hold on. Like, I should like, what, like, really $1?" And I'm like, "I don't care. $1 is $1. I don't give a fuck." And he's like, "Well, here. How about I do $5 instead?" And I'm like, "Okay, I guess." and then so again, I went to go drink the olive oil, and someone else stopped me, and they're like, "What are you doing?" And I go, "He said that he'll give me $5 if I drink this olive oil, if I drink some of the olive oil." And they're like, "You can't do that." And I go, "Why not?" And he's like, "Because you just can't do that." And I'm like, "But it's $5 though." And I remember someone else was like, "Okay, here, if you do it, I'll give you $5 as well." So I'm like, "So I get $10 for drinking the olive oil?" And they're like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Fucking done, cool." And so I drank some olive oil for $10, and I was just like, "Cool, easiest $10 I ever made. Thank you for your business."
Something's buried down here.
Don't have to tell me twice.
Let me tell you though, not great. I thought it would be a lot easier to drink. No, absolutely not. It was actually dreadful.
The suspense
What's with you
is
and eating
killing
fats,
me.
oil, butter? Okay,
I think we've been spotted.
look, I don't know, man. It's where all the flavor is, you know? You know, the fat's where all the flavor is, you know? It's the whole point of like fatty bacon. It's where all the flavor is, you know? Yeah, that's just what it is, man. I'm level 54. Can I fight this thing? I died last time, so I'm like a little curious.
Okie dokie. I'm feeling confident in our victory. I'll show you something good. Take this. Best of luck. Try this on the side. Ready to bring the pain. Lightning buster. Perfect sync. Elemental ready. Here's on edge. Take wind is healing.
I stand
Ready. We're gaining momentum. Swift scale. How about this? I'll give you a hand. Take this. I need some space.
I don't know. I don't know what the combo is for lightning.
Photon. Take their healing. Try this on to side. Ray of punishment.
round cutter.
Swift scale. Ready to bring the pain.
I need to open my cheat sheet.
I need some space. I'm charged and ready.
There.
You need space. Take nothing real. Lightning buster.
Alright. So for light,
Charged and ready. Moving on up.
it's
Is
lightning, water, lightning, fire, ice.
Ray of punishment. I shall hold the front line.
Earth, fire, wind.
Ready.
I don't get it. Nope.
I'm charged and ready. Willow the wisp.
Superb change.
Ready again. Lightning buster. Take this.
Get out.
Dragon. I'm charged and ready. Yes.
Here, let me.
Photon egg. Revolution.
Excellent.
And
Ice. Smash.
nice, good smash. Very good smash. Great potions. Hell yeah.
The enemy in our top.
I'm actually super okay with that.
Snowblind. Chill throat.
Stay back.
We'll do what must be done.
I'm charged.
All right.
Chill throat.
Best of luck, Cloud.
We've done. I'm trying to think of what I wanted to be done and what haven't.
You shall not prevail.
You're wide open.
Photon elemental ready. I will conquer me.
Hey, combo. Third stage. Final touch. Awesome.
I'll give you a hit.
Sash storm.
Ooh, we got a break.
Ready.
That's actually legit.
Like the only right choice. Take this.
Here, let me.
Ready to unleash an elemental attack.
Open
Ow.
wide. Diver combo. Complete.
Ooh, I need to go sell. I need to sell pots. Thank you. If I can get another, I can get a break in some.
I've waited. Dragon. I'll do something good. Take this. Sound of healing blade.
You're wide open. Diver combo. Complete.
It's time to change our positioning.
Take this. Joining forces to give us
We
the
can go. We can go around. Let's see. What do we want here?
My lady, go ahead.
This is all the elements.
Any last word? Sword blossom! Astounding. Lead the rear guard
Break.
beneath the
Wheel of heaven.
astounding
Right.
elemental burst.
So we break water,
This is far from
reset,
Astounding.
go wind,
Hey, cloud burst.
Astounding.
and
Any last
go
word?
lightning again.
Elemental burst.
Make sure I do this correctly, or
Don't
else I will
expect to
fuck this
recover
up.
from this. Emperor
Earth.
Hugo.
Imperial swarm. Magnificent.
Set,
Defense is entire.
Magnificent.
go ice, or go wind again, so we have to break. Right. That's the whole point.
Elemental burst. Let's get another one in.
Doesn't
Ezra?
particularly matter. And I have to do earth again to break again.
Don't forget
Yes.
Final thrust. Elemental burst.
I can
Set.
follow that.
Reset.
Magnificent.
Jin, I'm trusting you
Ice
with
revolution.
Nice.
Magnificent.
this. We're not done yet.
I want the snake dead.
Elemental burst.
Alright.
Full burst.
Nice.
Lightning buster.
Snowblind begin.
Oh, yes! Look at all that damage! Look at that! Gone in an instant! Easy.
We practiced this.
Easy.
Hydron impact.
Magnificent.
Nice.
Heavy down.
I knew I could get there.
Good.
I just want to make sure that nobody died. That was like my biggest fear. If anyone died, then I lose my combo gauge. And then we have problems. Hells yeah.
This is becoming
Easy.
I know the drill.
Easy. But I thought more about playing the Dragon Age through the Dragon Age games. A little bit, yeah. I think I probably will. The problem is I just don't know when. I think that's the biggest issue. I just don't know when yet. But it would be cool to go play through them again.
We should stay conscious.
Especially because I don't think I've ever really played through the Dragon Age all on the same console, actually. So it would be cool to have them all linked up.
Indeed. Let's keep this up.
We mustn't stop here.
Ferris Beast Meat. That's Ferris Beast Meat.
Aren't we intrepid? Nature makes a fine ally.
Where does Grady Beast Meat come from? Maybe over here? Maybe from the Tyrkin. It's right here.
Aren't we intrepid?
Flyer Stinger.
Sorry, I'm afraid we can't go easy on you.
We have to stay cool.
Spinning wheel! Not working.
Round cutter. Our senses are heightened.
Yeah, we got this. Hungry snake.
Healing regularly is the key to assuring victory.
That's not right. Let me think. Let me see here. Oh. Okay. JK.
Time crept up on us,
The
it seems.
Grady
It may
Beast
be wise
Meat
to
is
rest
from
for the
an
long road ahead.
actual enemy called the Grady. Not that one. No. Yeah, here they are. These ones.
These guys should be no problem.
You know, in hindsight, that makes more sense considering the fact that we're making a sashimi dish. That makes more sense in my head. Yeah. that makes more sense in hindsight. Of course, to make a sashimi dish, you know what you need? Fish, typically. Right. Of course.
Aegeon,
Okay.
important question. Who do you think is stronger, me or Bridget?
You put
This is
so much
becoming a
stock
distant
in external displays of power, do you?
I think that's enough to make the sashimi, I think. So then... So going back to Dragon Age, I think the plan currently right now, I think our plan is going to be, we'll keep finishing with, we'll keep going with Xenoblade. After Xenoblade will probably be, again, this is so long as there's nothing else that like divides my attention and no one else redeems channel points and whatnot. I think it'll be, we'll finish Xenoblade, we'll go to Tales of Arise, and then after Arise, we'll probably do Dragon Age, is my thought process, provided no one else is,
Allow me to
provided no one
my
else,
skill.
redeems channel points and whatnot, so. That's kind of where
It's
I'm at.
done.
Alright. I got my sashimi plate. Cool. Now I can do, I can unlock that other field skill.
Mmm, delicious. I just have to write about this. Stay back. I am ablaze with passion, body and soul.
Good. Nice.
It's all so
I
very
now have level 3
fascinating.
botany. Sweet. Excellent. You've discovered 34 landmarks. I think I only had to find one. So cool. Okay.
I wish only.
Hey, if it makes...
Alright. So, meet characters from the community list. Okay. Disperse ether miasma, which is awkward because all the ones that I've seen so far need level 3 manipulate ether, so that's awkward. Jump 50 more times. God damn it. And then gain community. 50 of 88. What? Ugh. Okay. Alright. I need to be jumping more. I'm not jumping enough.
Even on familiar ground, we must stay vigilant.
We need to jump more. This seems like a joke. It's not. I genuinely just need to keep doing this. Alright. Hey, you brought the materials. Quick work. It helps a lot. Thanks. That just leaves the helmsman. Huh? You got me one of those as well. She's waiting in Yanchik Harbor. You should have said so sooner. I could have been halfway there by now. Okay, bye. Okay, bye, I guess. Alright. We're going all the way here. Why here? Why this harbor? It's so far away. Actually, no, I guess it's actually not that far away. It's like on the other side of a cliff.
What a
so.
pleasant stroll.
You remember our destination, don't you?
Alright, would you look at that? Thanks to your help, we've got ourselves a ship. Wow, no kidding, she's a beauty. Of course she is. Made her myself, I did. Though there's still a few bits I'd like to polish up, seeing as how I made her in a bit of a hurry. Well now, she's much grander than I expected. Oh, there's Miss Makila. Allow me to introduce you. This is your new helmswoman, Miss Ooh, you? Helmswoman? Hey there, sonny boy. Still skint as a badger, I see. You know each other? Know each other? She used to sponge off my master's charity once upon a time. Since then, we keep meeting. Well, anyhow, she's a great smuggler. She'll get anything anywhere, though obviously for a considerable rate. Mind not painting me like I'm some miserly gold digger, dear? Your master asked me to work with you, so be civil. And so, to business. What are we to be smuggling today? Weapons? Bullion? I've got a policy against carrying monsters, just so you're aware. They just make so much racket. Stop being daft. It's people, okay? The fighting's reached our shore, so I want to be ready to help evacuate the townsfolk when the time comes. Obviously, this one boat isn't enough, but even one's a start. I'll try to make more later as well. So you'll run like a scared rat and leave Torna to sink? You don't get it. So long as Tornans survive, wherever they settle again will be home enough. Okay then. So what we're actually smuggling is a nation? Really now, sonny boy? You know what? I like the cut of your jib. Very good. I'll pitch in with your venture. Right then, let's see what we're working with. I see. So Aquin's been building boats to help his countrymen. Don't give me too much credit. I just want to do whatever I can, that's all. The way I see it, there's only so much leaders can do in a crisis. If we wait for them to act, help might come too late. I think you're too humble. Not many people would take it upon themselves to put a plan like this into action. Well, gosh, thanks. I think the key thing is that you can't wait for a perfect solution. Or you might end up waiting forever. I cannot tell if he's a visionary or simply somewhat deluded. I just think if you keep at it, then eventually you'll get there. You just have to believe in yourself. You gotta have heart. You gotta believe. That's what I've been saying. So it's all about the self-confidence, huh? I'll only get 2 pieces of community for that? Huh. Thought I would have gotten 3.
You have my thanks.
I talked to 3 NPCs. I should get 3 community. It's bull.
This is awkward.
Whatever. Fine. Whoa, check it out, Mick. He really made a brand new boat. Aren't you glad we came? Okay. Okay. Oh, maybe that will foreshadow into what we do. Maybe. Alright, next. Oh, no, we're not done. God, F. Now I gotta go talk to the one dude in the... Yeah. Okay, maybe if I talk to him, then it'll get me that last bit of community, maybe.
What a pleasant stroll.
You remember our destination, don't you?
More jumping. We need more jumping. Oh, it looks like everything worked out quite well, I see. Well, young lady, how about you? Do you know yet what you want to accomplish? Kind of a loaded question, don't you think? I just helped a man build a boat. No, I don't quite yet, but I know I'll be thinking about it. Up until now, I was focused on survival. That didn't leave much time for setting goals and personal objectives. I see. Well, there's no shame in that. Whichever way the world turns, I hope you'll always stay true to yourself. One must be strong, yet supple. Gross. That phrasing, it could apply to water, no? It bends around obstacles, yet does not break. Truly yours is a most interesting mind. I do wish we could make time to talk at our leisure. I mustn't. I have my... Don't fidget so, Aegeon. You are not a mere instrument for responding to my orders and demands. You can do as you please. Exactly, Aegeon. His Majesty can perfectly well make do with just me for a time.
Sir Aegeon, was it? Is it perhaps that you don't believe we could become fast friends?
Not at all. Let us retire now, for there is much to speak of, kind sir. Hey, there's my community. Good.
You didn't have to, but thanks.
Alright, man, this community's filling up fast, man. Okay. So that quest is done, and we have like 8 more to do. Ugh.
Always happy to put a
Aequin
smile
finished his
on
ship
people's
and is
faces.
ready to help evacuate Torrens when the time comes. Helping with this work seems to have given Laura a lot to think about. Scarlet Rocket. Alright, next. Forest Trail Antics. You mother... You fucking... It's a... it never ends! It doesn't stop! There's too many quests!
You remember our destination.
Everyone has
don't you?
problems. Just solve it yourself, damn it. Fuck you, Geo. Solve your own damn problem. Oh, it's you guys. You're really making a name for yourselves lately. I heard about the evacuation ship you helped put together. People can't seem to stop talking about it. I hope they're saying good things, though I suspect the truth is a little more complicated than that. Ah, you're a sharp one. Of course, there are lots of folks who are real grateful to you. People like being prepared for an emergency. But there are plenty of people who can't or won't leave the city. Something should be done to help them. No should. Something will be done. Morumo is chairman of commerce here. Role include obligation to make sure all folk able to live restful, peaceful lives. To that end, Morumo had a wonderful idea. I only had to skip 5 meetings to come up with idea. What we need is impregnable shelter. I'm not so sure you should be skipping all those meetings. Morumo will read minutes of meetings later, or not. Anyway, not current action point. I certainly like the idea of building an emergency shelter in the middle of town. Seems like you lot can help. First thing we need for shelter is help a builder. Maybe ask Wayton? Wayton? That name is familiar. Isn't he Lita's father? Remember how her blade named the Way Tree in honor of him? You know Lita, I should have guessed. You've got the right Wayton. At any rate, he's one of the district's foremost artisans, but he's tricky. No worry, Morumo and Wayton are walkie stroll buddies. He definitely lend hand to endeavor. Okay then, we'll go and talk to Wayton, I guess. Safety measures.
We couldn't very well leave it alone, could we?
Alright, that's gonna have to wait. It dawns on me that I don't think I ever made my, one dish, so.
That was a nice change of pace.
All right, remind me why we're here again?
Don't spoil your appetite before I'm done.
Oh, no, JK, I did make it. Okay, never mind. Never mind, I made that. Okay, never mind, we're good.
Shall we get started?
What's this? Scarlet Rocket. Increases running speed by 5%. Okay. Alright, JK. Never mind, we're good.
That was a nice change of pace.
All right, remind me why we're here again?
Alright, here it is. Let's clean up this mess. Alright, can I talk to you all for a moment? What's on your mind, Jin? Don't you think it's strange? The forest may be close to the road, but even so, there shouldn't be this much trash lying around. Maybe some passerby were attacked by monsters and had to dump their stuff? I don't think that's very likely. The gate guards would have noticed. But why would someone come all the way out here just to get rid of some of this stuff? There may not have been a reason. Come again? What I mean is, I think they simply threw it away for the sake of throwing it away. Sorry, I'm still not getting you here. He's saying that somebody has simply been pulling a prank. A prank? Oh, sick prank, bro! Would who do something like that? We're going to need more clues if we want to assemble a picture of the perpetrator, it seems. Yeah. Wait, what in the... Guys, look! Oh, wait, what the fuck? There's more than before. I think it's clear now that someone's doing this intentionally. First of all, let's go and pick up the rest of the litter. Ah, sick prank, bro. Alright. I like that the trash is already in bags. Like, they're already in sacks. It's just piled in, just in a pile. Phew, finally, that should be the last of it. Huh? Who's there? Friends did well to sniff us out. The hell? Are you the ones who've been littering the forest? That's right, and may Ruru say very well done. It takes person of many wiles to disarm all traps of 4 Muskerpod. But now we're sorry to say that you met your match. Ruru 1000% certain that friends will fail. 4 Muskerpod? Never heard of you. Prick up ears and listen well, friends. We only make time for one extended introduction. Ruru! Kacha. I was like, what the fuck? Yuko! Komemi! That one didn't repeat. Though not of same blood, we share same goal. We sink or we swim in same boat as one whole. We brothers in arms, born under same star. To not hear of name is thing quite bizarre. 4 Muskerpon. Naponic 9 -5. Yuko and friends. Wow, alright. Meh, that's right. Okay. You're all saying different things. Nah, we agreed yesterday would go with Naponic 9 -5. But it flows so badly. Can I just tack on -5 at end? What problem with 4 Muskerpod? Meh, why so many dumb names? It's clear Yuko and friends is superior choice. Excuse me, whatever your name is, can we talk for a second? Meh, why exactly are you strewing litter around everywhere? Because I think you should know that a sweet old lady asked us to clean it up for her so she could enjoy her walk. Could you please just stop this and go somewhere else? Meh, Granny Ofa is upset with us? Granny, you know her? We sorry. We'll try to behave in future, meh. Oh, right. Well, I'm glad you understand. That was surprisingly easy. As if! You thought we'd pack up and leave? Think again! Muskerpod to me! We retreat for now, but we back soon. Big Pro always know what to do. Running away is also kind of victory. It's not, but okay, whatever. Bye. Hey! Those little nippers. I think it's safe to let them go. We've already singled them out. We need only identify them one by one, and this matter will be resolved. Looks like they ran toward the capital. Alright, then we'll ferret them out one at a time. Like Hugo said, we better go and tell Opal all about all this. Damn kids. Damn kids and their tricks. Oh, JK. So I have to go track them down first. And then we'll turn them in. Got it. Easy. Welcome, friends. How may... Oh, no. Game of Komemi is up. Well, it's admirable that you're working so diligently. But first things first, you should really go and apologize to the lady. Other ones are over near the inn.
Nice change of pace.
All right, remind me why we're here again?
Man, you found Ruru? Sorry, Brother Pod. Please not to let sacrifice of Ruru be in vain. Oh, I see what's going on here. You're trying to make yourself sound like you're the good guys. But a crime's a crime, and you can't just pretend it's not. Littering is not cool on any level.
This is becoming addictive.
I'm something of an expert.
Waited. I know, Marumo, but even if I wanted to help you, which I don't, I couldn't. Won't help nobody but who helped them who has ran away from the capital. Not even Prince Adam, begging your pardon. You run around telling people what they want to hear, but you don't have no interest in actually protecting us. People that want to save everyone end up saving no one. That's where you're headed, mark my words. There, I said my piece, get off home. Okay. Well, that went well. Good talk, good talk. Fancy ditching your old mate just because you get a girlfriend. Pretty lame if you ask me. Oh, what you like? You helped me out before with that Leo business, didn't you? What's that? There's someone who wants to join our posse, and it's a young lady. Maybe life's just about to start for old Azard. I mean, I better ask a few questions to make sure. I don't want to rush in like you know who. I'm going to need to apply a little test, just for my peace of mind, you see. Nothing too difficult, just a few questions. I just want to find out a little bit about her passion for the bard's life. Not everyone's built for it, you know? The answer to these questions will let me know if she's serious or just one of those fly-by-night dilettantes. Okay, brace yourself. Does she have any special skills? She plays excellent flute. A flute, eh? Actually, I think the delicate timbre of the flute would be a pretty good compliment to my stuff. Okay, the next question. Is she a wallflower or a limelight hog? Hey, usually shy but a confident performer. Ah, sounds like a contradiction, but a lot of performers are like that. I'm the same sort. Usually I'm reserved, but when I have an audience, I open right up. Okay, next, how about this? How does she feel about leaving Torna? She's keen to visit far-off towns. Okay, I see. From what you told me, she sounds like she'd make a cracking bard. She'll be a fine replacement for that turncoat Leo. Even better, maybe. Well, let her know the good news. From this day forth, she's my new buddy. Never had a girl in the group before. This will make our lives rosier. Yeah. Sure. Oh, green barrels.
You're coming with me, treasure. The suspense is killing me.
Kacha been found out. It's okay. We'll come quietly. Can boil kacha in pot, roast on skewer. Kacha, not complain. We'd never do anything like that. We just want you to apologize for what you did. You can do that, can't you? No, we kill him. He's dead. No, we need to set an example, Laura.
Aren't we?
We need to kill him.
I know the drill.
All the other Napons must learn. Alright, where's this last one? He's up? He's above me somehow. But I'm not sure where. Is there a place I can climb up?
Me.
Wait, so he's up there? Oh, I see him. Oh, he's right there. F, how'd he get up there? F, how'd he get up there, man? Okay. Hold up. How'd he get up there? So, alright, let's talk to Rococo real quick. Really? As I want to partner up with Rococo? Oh-ho! Because of this, career prospects of Rococo are much improved. Now Rococo can huff and puff flute in many far-off towns and other exotic locations. Thanks you!
How reliable.
Okay. The Bard Factor.
I'm glad it all worked
You were
out.
able to communicate Rococo's feelings and her devotion to her art. As a result, Azard intends to welcome her with open arms. Alright. How did he get up there? Unless there's a way to get in there and I'm just not understanding it. Nope. Not getting in that way. Ah. Oh, here we go. There's a ladder. Ah. That makes sense. There you are. Meh. Well, sure, this was placed so secret. Friends not find in a million years. So this is where you were hiding. Now stop this nonsense and go and apologize to the lady.
You're
Barrel?
coming with me, treasure. The suspense
green
is
barrel?
killing me.
Okay. Now we can turn this in. Alright.
Goodness, so you whippersnappers were behind the littering, were you? I had such a lovely time talking to you all back when I ran the shop. See, guys, there was never any need for you to run away. She wasn't going to grow fangs and gobble you up or anything. Grow fangs? Eat you up? Old woman Opha can do that? Nah. Kacha is not good to eat. Is full of additives and flavorings. Wouldn't that make you better to eat, though, technically? Just makes you less healthy. Commitment to gummy anyway would not be able to chew. I said she won't eat you. I mean, we don't know that. Now, let's all calm down here for a second. I take it you had good reason to do what you did? You were probably only scattering litter on the days that Miss Alpha had her walk, weren't you? Wait, really? It's 'cause we were feeling lonely. Kacha, please, the shut mouth trap. Old lady always nice to us every time we visit shop. Always had friendliest conversations. Was so much fun and plenty of free time for Muskerpod. Made point of visiting every day. But then all that changed. After Miss Alpha leaves stall, was always on her own by self. Always taking walks to forest, looking up at sky. So Muskerpod had only one option. You wanted to give her some company. But you were too embarrassed to show it, so you hid and played pranks on her instead. Wow, that's fucked up. That's kind of fucked up. No, that's all wrong. We do it to be mean to her, make life difficult for her. That's worse. That's actually worse. Sure you did. All right, now I understand everything. Oh, you silly billies. I appreciate the sentiment, but you're forgetting one very important thing. What? What we forget? I go on my walks through the forest because I enjoy having peace and quiet. I wasn't at all lonely. Not lonely? Then Ruru will stop littering now. Whole plan was making big mistake in first place. Yeah, your plan sucked. we want to keep the lady company, so what we're gonna do is we're going to litter her favorite spot to walk in, and then make her and then basically trick her into cleaning up, so she has to work and stuff. The hell? This is the stupidest plan. That's such a ass backwards plan. From now on forward, Muskerpod aim to have new mission. We'll have to shake Brain Box, but we'll find special something only Muskerpon can do. And when that's done, no guarantees, but might even bother to drop by time to time and say hello. Is that so? Well, I do look forward to seeing you all again. Yay, Kacha, very glad. It's difficult for Brother Ruru to speak honest, but he not mean bad. Meh, happy ending for all. 3 cheers for 4 Muskerpon. Hey, shut traps, all of you. You've been through a lot for this old woman. Now I can enjoy my walks with a peaceful mind. Thank you sincerely. You're very welcome, ma'am. Now, boys, no more falling out, do you hear? Oh,
I won't lie.
You only
It
give me
feels good.
the old lady for the they don't it's boo. They're all nah. The 4 Muskerpon all count as 1. That's dumb. That's dumb as fuck. Hate it. Here I thought I was gonna get like 5 points of community and be like, yeah, I'm making bank. No.
Great.
Game says
Another
no.
problem solved.
The 4 Napon siblings who were the culprits only littered to alleviate Miss Ofa's perceived loneliness. You trust they learned their lesson. Maybe? No! Their plan was stupid! Their plan sucked! Their plan fucking sucked so much. Alright, let's do the Great Torna Cook-Off first. Let's do that one. Because that should be almost done, I think. We just have to present the dishes. Free community point. Woo!
Thank you.
A free community point. Love, hate sausage. Gross. Everyone all set? I think I'm good to go as well. Shall we begin Adam Arrigo's Great Torna Cook-Off? Let's get cooking. Let's do it. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe it's officially time to begin the Great Torna Cook-Off. Please welcome our 4 contestants, each of whom has honored us with their culinary talents today. From the ever-friendly Cafe Amicus, we have Miss Sorrel. Secondly, introducing the owner of this very inn, Fred. Fred has been gracious enough to provide us with the venue for today's event. Thank you, Fred. Next up is the paragon of Torna himself, Jin. And last but not least, against everyone's better judgment, it's the Aegis herself, Mithra. Now, the 4 of you will be competing amongst each other. And to gauge your performance, here are our esteemed judges. Hailing from the arid plains of Morardain, please give a warm welcome to Emperor Hugo Ardenac. From that same yonder land comes a scholar and connoisseur of fine food, Mr. Melton. Our resident gourmet, known far and wide for her gastronomic gallantry, Omnom. Representing our younger age group, it's the dastardly duo Mikhail and Milton. And finally I, Adam Arrigo, might even add a comment or 2 if I feel like it. Judges, be sure not to let any personal bias color your judgment. Trust only your tongues. I know I intend to remain completely impartial. These are dark days, but that doesn't mean we have to while our lives away in misery. Relax and enjoy the show. Miss Sorrel, would you care to go first? Certainly. That looks good. A lot, though. I prepared Cafe Amicus's world-famous 5-star offering. It's tricolor aqua pizza. Tricolor, you say? It looks like 3 things put together. Isn't that cheating? This is the famous specialty, is it? I'm afraid it's been a while since I last made it, so it might not be up to scratch, but, well, see what you think. I'm a barf. It looks like a lot. I'll admit, it looks like a lot. For starters, meal gets points for ample serving. Could become regular after this. The delicate notes of all 3 flavors mingle in perfect harmony. You never find the likes in Morardain. It is exceedingly tasty.
I'm gonna leave the leaves. It must have been proper hard work to prepare all 3 meals from scratch. Yes, we mustn't overlook the effort that was put in to make this feast look so attractive. A boon to Torna indeed. Okay. It can't be as bad as Mithras. I'll be honest. Like, we think it looks bad, it can't be as bad as Mithras. Fred, if you'd like to present your dish. I don't know how I can follow up that enormous helping, but here we are. See, that looks good. That looks real good. This is the most expensive thing we have on the menu. Hope you like it. What have we here? Meat! Woohoo! Pretty straightforward. Go on, tuck in. You're not even gonna tell us what it's just steak? Okay, I guess. Roasted to the perfect degree. You'd never find the likes of more ordained. I like it. Very palatable. I didn't know meat could be so soft and juicy. It's decent. It's exceptionally tasty, true, but cannot help feeling anyone can make it to be using high quality meat. It's a little on the spicy side, which isn't a bad thing at all. Okay. Okay. Okay, Jin, you're up. What have you got for us? Well, Laura, which one are we going to present? Let me see. Let's do the wingberry cake, because everyone else has done, like, actual, like, main course dishes. So we go dessert instead. Keep it light, keep it fresh. Let's go for the wingberry cake. Got it. Hells yeah. Today I've made wingberry cake. You look like tough muscle man, but make surprisingly girly dish. I must say, I never expected this from you, Jin. I can only assume he intended to catch us by surprise. Hells yeah, baby. Hells yeah. It's cute, scrummy. Nom can't get enough of it. It's been so delicately crafted. You never find the likes of more ordained. Oh, really now, Malton? Shocker. It's a welcome change from all the meat. It's not too sweet either. Just right in my book. It's like my tummy is being filled with happiness. Got any more cranberry bells? Boom. Easy. Easy clap. And finally, Mithra. Hoping to wow us all with your dish, are you? That's the idea. Nice one, putting me in at the end. Don't think I didn't notice. Saving the best for last, am I right? Actually, I just wanted everyone to have a chance to enjoy their last meals before the inevitable happened. Oof, sick burn. Sick burn! Whatever. Okay, are you ready? Feast your eyes on this! Well... It's a surprise, I'll give you that. Oh, God. Yeah! It's definitely the one that's left the biggest impression on me. He's afraid Omni cannot stomach another bite. Actually, I think with a bit of chewing, it's definitely leaning towards edible. Hugo. My precious boy. My precious baby boy. Truly the golden child. We don't deserve him. We don't deserve it. He's so precious. We don't deserve him. It's a very particular flavor. Yes, I can get used to this. You'd never find the likes of more ordained. Shut up, Malton. You don't get an opinion. Are Ordanian taste buds broken or something? They're just sad. They're just sad all the time. Well, folks, we've sampled all 4 meals, and the judges have come to a verdict. I'd now like to announce the winner of the Great Tornan Cook-Off. Oh, I'm on the edge of my seat. Come on, come on. The grand prize of today's tournament goes to... Jin's Wingberry Cake! Boom! Suck it! Go team! We did it! It was a very refreshing interlude that came just at right time, especially after a series of heavy dishes. Yep, exactly. Exactly. Yes, it could not have been more well timed. And placed in contrast to Mithra's highly combustible concoction that came right after. It instantly became the highlight of the event with an exquisite flavor. Wait, let me get this straight. You're saying my dish somehow highlighted the flavor of the other one? In a nutshell, yes. Looks like you owe me one, Jin. Just hit me up if you want to go halves on the reward. That's not happening. Wow, alright. Good call, Laura. Hey, it was your cooking skills that landed us the win. Haze's advice also turned out to be a big help. I'm glad to have been of service. Easy. And that brings us to the end of the contest. But never fear, folks. With your support, I'd like to host a second one someday, so keep polishing those skills. Perhaps we should switch it up next time around. I'd gladly cook something up for a change. I'm quite happy to remain as judge. I'm not complaining, just as long as you make sure to hold him here. We'll do even better next time, won't we, Jin? For sure. And I'll have to make sure to get back into my usual rhythm. Next time that first prize is so mine, please, just don't. The only way she could win is if she's the only one left standing. Boom. Easy. Easy game.
Thank you.
So that being said, it does make me a little curious as to like, what if we had chosen the other dish? Would we have still won or no? I wonder.
How about next time?
The
you
winner
help
of the first
yourselves?
inaugural Torna cook-off went to Jin. Much fun was had by all, and the event will be fondly remembered. Easy. Literally killer tart is what Mithra learned. Gross. Alright, next up is further feeding issues. What are we doing? Defeat the Tiza Parasac said to have appeared in the Brain Canyon. Okay.
That was a nice change of pace.
All right, remind me why we're here again?
Alright, we'll backtrack a little bit.
Spoiling for a fight. Happy to oblige.
My senses are heightened.
Don't cut this.
We should catch this.
Okie dokie.
It's my
Can't
turn.
just leave it there.
Follow-up shot. I know you can keep up, Laura. Just say the word.
We can still try it.
Zero blade. Someone else. I am Snowblast. Exemplary flow.
Ray of ready. Bring the pain.
I know got it. You better stay. Just close.
Lightning buster. Careful, guys.
You're
Take
wide
this.
open. Allow me to rise and
Bring
start
it.
understand my blade. No.
Best of luck.
Ooh, you know what I haven't done in a while? Level my skills. Now that I think about it now, I was like, I have not done that in quite some time.
Lightning buster.
Good job.
Setting power to the max. Take this.
Break no blast. Cleared the hurt.
How about this is what I'll give you a hand.
Sounds good. Star slash.
What do you think by that?
Got it.
Take this. How about this? I need your help here, Jin.
Good. I'm with you. Midnight sun. That's someone else.
Nothing on the list after. Oh no, there's a bunch of stuff on the list after Arise. I'm just sort of going off of like what I'm feeling doing.
Take this.
There's nothing like prevalent. There's nothing directly requested.
The enemy looks to be afraid. Just you're wide open.
Best of luck.
Yeah, there's nothing directly requested right now.
Got it. I stand ready. Breaking way. Don't get overwhelmed. Open wide.
Let me magnify that for you.
The enemy will keep his place.
I waited patiently.
You're wide open.
Lady Laura, watch this. Take this. You're doing well. This is the way.
Midnight mist.
I'll give you a hand. How about this?
I'm all set.
Now
The enemy looks to be afraid. Wide open.
Perfect sense. Swift scale.
Such agility. Breaking way.
I need some space.
Whenever you're ready.
How about this? Let me magnify that.
Wide open.
Take this healing. Well, now
Okay. I guess we're doing Code Vein, I guess. Okay.
Water
easy
move.
then. Swift scale.
You're wide open. Midnight mist. Breaking way.
Whenever you're ready.
Try some
Preparations are
I'll give you a hand. Well, now
That Which one?
The enemy looks to be afraid of water. You move.
Let me magnify that for you.
Because chaotic, the if you, because yeah, let me refund those points. Because if you want me to the 70k channel point reduction just adds Codebane to the list of games, so that doesn't really put you at the top of the list. If you want to prioritize Codebane, you'd have to do the 195k channel points instead. So just to let you know about that, just to let you know how that works. You take out 1 and 2 more take its place. Yeah, they're pretty tough. Well, I could always go ahead and use my full power. If you did that, nobody would be getting through for years. It would be after Rise, though, right? No, it wouldn't. I mean, it would be if you did coming soon while we were playing Arise. Sure, yeah, that would work. If you just do the 70k one, you're just putting it on the list. There's other stuff though that I could potentially pick though. That doesn't necessarily put it in a specific order. Well, yeah, but I've just thought of something. There should be something about it in my journal. If I remember correctly, there's a particular smell that Tisa Pyrosex absolutely can't stand. Is that something we could use? You mean to keep them away so they don't attack us? That's what I was thinking. The stuff is called Pestranella Oil. We'd have to gather the ingredients for it. Adam, do you happen to know where one might find the Pestranella plant? I'm pretty sure I've heard the Pestranella blooming in the verdant fairylands. Then perhaps we should retreat for now and consider this option. Absolutely. Let's go and gather some Pestranella. Bridget can make the oil, and then we can come back here and try it on these pesky things. Good plan. Let's go. No, the requests do not take priority. The only requests that take priority are the coming soon requests, which are 195 channel points. 195k channel points, as I should say. Oh, I'm gonna have to go. I see. I have to go take the geyser up to the Fairylands.
What a pleasant stroll.
You remember our destination, don't you?
And 70k is worthless because your list is long. It's sort of. The 70k is for games that like you really want me to play that I would never pick. Like Poppy's Playtime was a game that was requested. There's other stuff.
Aren't we intrepid?
Nature makes a fine ally.
But it's also why I have that's also why I have the 195k channel points, because it's to give you more of an incentive to save up your channel points for that instead.
Aren't we intrepid? This is becoming addictive. This is becoming addictive.
Pestranella.
This is becoming addictive. This is becoming addictive.
And that's everything. And I need
You're
Super Strength
coming with
3,
me,
right?
treasure.
My irresistible force.
How do I get Super Strength 3 again? Discover locations. Oh, I need 50k more? I can probably get that. I can actually probably get that just from selling stuff, I think. When I go back to town, I should try to sell stuff. If I can get another 50k, I get Super Strength 3, so that's really easy to get. If you want to co-op a game with me on the Pokemon, it's a pretty good one. Okay.
Time crept up.
Alright, I need to craft this perfume now.
I know it'll be worth the wait.
What other recipes did we learn? Oh, the stir fry, right, the bread.
Time to get cooking.
How much does it take to make
Kinda
the love-hate sausage? Okay. Literally killer tart. Gross.
A scent that comes from the heart. I was so self-absorbed, I almost burnt it to cinders.
Okay. So now what? Use Pestranella Oil. Oh, do I have to like... No. Do I just use it in the pouch? I assume so, since it's the pouch item. Does it matter who uses it? There you go. Okay, then let's see if Bridget's carefully prepared Pestranella oil is effective. Mithra, try walking over there, please, in the interest of science. Me? Nope, I'm good. It's not that I don't trust Bridget or anything, it's just I can't bear the thought of them swarming around me. Ew. I'll go. Would you, Jin? I'm confident this will work, but be cautious all the same. Will do. Hey, do you really think this will go okay? Well, I followed the recipe in my notes to the letter. But these notes are just something my past me jotted down, so there's no guarantee they're correct. I'd say our chances are about 50-50. Only 50-50? Oh, God. Looks like it's working. Yes, we did it. So the recipe was correct. Good job, past Bridget. Indeed, thank you. Right then, all we have to do is provide some of this Pestranella oil to Brojin. He's probably waiting for us. Let's hurry back to Orem Storage Ward. I feel like that doesn't, like, fully solve the problem, though. Like, yeah, sure, you, like, oh, yeah, all you just need is this oil, and you can get through. Like, well, that means that everybody needs the oil, though. Like, that's so annoying.
Pleasant stroll.
That's so unbelievably annoying, though. Like, that doesn't solve jack. That solves, like, no problem. Alright. I have 4,300 skill points. I need to spend these. I need to spend these right now. Let's see here.
This is how
I
I'll
need
protect
this,
you all.
this,
Must have improved.
and at 835, I got nothing else. All right, that's fine.
Work hard enough, and our efforts won't be standing on the shoulders of titans.
That. Should have got the break resist. Was there a break resist one? Oh, yeah, should have done that one. Definitely, yeah, I should have done that one. Yeah. That's a shame. Oh well.
I am always learning. Grant me the wisdom to lead ever better.
Oh, I'm 6 off from getting expert duelist. That's a shame. That's a shame. Okay.
With this power, the way is clear.
When you've got it, you've got it.
It takes time and effort to get this good.
This power is for you.
It would appear I'm stronger. This should be wild.
This'll work better now. I'll make you even prouder.
I grow ever more polished.
There we go. There we go. All right, I need 50K. So, what can I sell that is just... I just don't need, I'll be honest. Rarity. Yeah. I know I don't need this. Inferno, Vortex, Fulmin, Sumerian. Which means that if those are 2, then that means I don't need this. Okay. Arrow, Glacial, Umbra. I don't need this. Blizzard and Gale Braids. Okay. Let's sell some stuff down here. Targets damage element auras when not using an opposing. Oh, that's actually really good to have. Let's take this out. Don't need this. Not gonna lie, I was kind of hoping I had more accessories to drop. Oh, I don't need any of these 100 ones. I never use these. Yeah, I don't need any of these 100 ones. What else? That. Okay. What else is there? So some of these. If I indoor attack up, I don't think I have any of those. I don't think. I didn't see any at least. Crit, physical, behavior block, no. Oh, I have one. I have one indoor attack up. I'll sell these as well. At least these ones. I don't need these. I don't use these element defenses. I can't be bothered. I don't like the fact that these don't stack. Like, these are just like, I hate that these are just like by themselves. Like, these are all individualized. It's kind of dumb. What's evasion focus? Improves evasion by 10% when HP is 30% lower. Alright. That's probably 50k, right? Yeah. It's like, that's probably 50k. That was a lot.
Use my power.
It doesn't tell me how much it actually is, does it? No. Okay. Yeah. It's like, alright, that's probably 50k. Probably. Cool. Skip travel real quick. take a small detour back to that barrel so I don't forget about it.
It was a nice change of pace.
All right, remind me why we're here again?
Water, serve my will.
I can finally open this barrel.
The suspense is killing
Witness
me.
my irresistible force.
Slow and steady.
Cool. While I'm here, let's see here. Lockpicking, lockpicking. I can't manipulate ether. Lockpicking. Can't manipulate ether. Lockpicking. Lockpicking. Okay. Mother. Okay, whatever. Fine. No, it's fine. Whatever. Fine. Everyone has problems, and I hate it. Everyone has problems, and I despise it. Lockpicking. I can't manipulate either. Lockpicking. Nothing for mining too, huh? Huh. Okay. Alright. Yeah, I thought I had more stuff for Super Strength 3. I guess not. Alright. Right. Now we gotta go tell the one dude, hey, you can go now. Okay.
That was a nice change of pace.
All right, remind me why we're here again?
Oh my god, I have to... That's why they gave me 2. That's why they made me have 2. I was like, why do I have... Like, why did I pick up 6 Pestranella Oil when all I needed was to make 1? Because you need to make another one to give to the dude.
That was a nice change
Oh
of pace.
my
Remind me why we're here
god,
again?
it's so dumb. Ridiculous.
A scent that comes from the heart. I was so self-absorbed, I almost burnt it to cinders.
Okay. Now we can give it to him.
What a pleasant stroll.
You remember?
You're back. I take it that you've disposed of those pesky Pt5 Thank you so much. What? If you apply Pestranella Oil, they don't attack you? I see now. So that's so like you, Prince Adam. You didn't want to eradicate the Pt5, so you found a peaceful way of getting around them, didn't you? Yeah, you know Adam. Just real bleeding heart, just loving all sorts of nature, you know? Yeah, sure. Nobody tell him. You don't just care about the people of Torna, but about the beasts as well. Because wiping out one species would throw off the whole ecosystem, and that would lead to real food shortages. Wow, what can I say? I'm impressed. I owe you a great debt, and I'll gladly perform any service you'd have me perform to repay it. Though, speaking of services, I'd better get that food back to base, or Augustus will, and the others will have my head. Well, we'll be on our way then. Come and see us in Aletta sometime. Yeah, that was it. That was definitely it.
Thank you.
All right. Sure. yeah.
I'm glad
All
we
right,
could
you
be
gave
of help.
Brojan the Pestranella Oil, so the supplies should be able to reach Aletta without further interruption. The Melissa should be set for food now. Clark. Dope.
Thank you.
Alright, I need 4 more. Oh, we didn't have a dude in the one place.
Nice change of pace.
All right, remind me why we're here again?
These guys. Kids, stay calm and just do what the grown-ups tell you. And grown-ups, let me think. No, what's happening? Oh, Prince Adam. There's a monster attack down at the harbor. It's pandemonium. Oh, urchins. I count just 3 of them. Why would so few of them chance an attack on a settlement? Maybe the rest of their pack somewhere else? We'd have a good chance of getting some reinforcements, though. How many able bodies have you got, Owl? Most of them are already out on other duties, I'm afraid. Okay, then I want everyone available to help with the evacuation. Leave the monsters up to us. Maybe I should stay here at the lookout. I'll be more use here, I reckon. Okay, you can sit tight here then, but promise me one thing. If it starts to look dicey, retreat. That's an order. Yes, Your Majesty. We're all clear then? We'll see you later, Owl. The travails of war.
In troubled times, we help each other.
I mean, yeah, sure, but give me a second. I'm gonna talk to one dude. Oh, JK, I can't talk to him right now. God damn it. Alright.
These guys should be no problem.
Laura's safety is my charge.
Not working.
Round cutter. You're safe.
Spinning wheel.
You saved me. You saved me. I can't continue. Spin it to the knee. I'll make myself boundless.
Now that's more like it. Stand ready.
Let me magnify you cannot escape me.
Eh.
Round cutter. Topple. Steam bomb. Cut. Long steam. Diamond combo. Complete.
Got it.
Ray of punishment.
Watch my back, Bastion.
Rest in peace.
Bring the
Open
pain.
wide.
Lightning become flames.
Just say the word. Catch.
Look back at me. Rotate down. Chain attack. Ready.
How about this? This is where we pull out all the stuff. The winds arrive.
I'm trying to switch so I can slash.
How about this? Exactly as my working now.
My preparations are complete.
You're
Wide open.
Great chase.
How about
Spin it to the knee.
Round cutter.
I can feel your mighty magic. Yes.
Round cutter.
Unbelievable. Take this. Give you a hand. Scale.
Round cutter.
Fantastic. Yes.
Ow.
Best of luck. Come, wind of healing.
Round cutter.
How about this? Cloud burst.
Hey, that's the end of it. Prince Adam, Laura! Your Majesty, that was incredible. I didn't doubt you for a moment. What power, such poise. Oh, it was nothing special, really. You didn't come all the way over here just to say that, did you? Oh, right, yes. More trouble. The monsters are coming in from the opposite side now. They did bring in reinforcements, just as I thought. Friends of the ones we just took of, maybe. It's not the usual sort of monster we see around either. Not a local monster. I've got a bad feeling about this, and still, we'd better head out there. Now I'll ask you to keep watch again. If you spot anything, let me know about it right away. Yes, Your Majesty, I won't let you down. Okay. Wandering Robbins.
Happy to oblige.
Round cutter.
I'm on spinning wheel. Just say the word.
Your socks.
My senses are heightened.
Chain attack. Ready.
I feel unstoppable.
Healing regularly
Okie
is the
dokie.
key to a top catch.
We'll do what must be done.
Lightning Buster is bound.
Catch my preparation.
You're
Wide open wide.
ready? Bring the pain. Spinning wheel.
Not working.
Such agility.
My preparation.
Okie dokie.
You're
Ready? Bring the pain. And that's why you don't mess with the easy.
Blade combo. Third stage. Awesome. Rest in peace.
Ray of punishment.
I'm all set.
Let me magnify that. I'll give you a hand. Fantastic.
You're wide open. Water move. Great shape. Whenever you're ready. Got it. I stand ready. You're wide open.
Fish in water.
Midnight Mist. Hail strike. Indeed, sir. Are you ready? Whenever you're ready.
Let me magnify that.
For my liege. Round.
Oh, there he goes.
Take this. I'll give you a
Whenever you're
hand.
ready.
Awesome.
Round. Dodge this.
With scale. How about this?
Copy.
You're doing well.
Oh, God. You bash.
Come, wind of healing.
Dodge this.
How about this on the side?
Whenever you're
Let me
ready.
magnify that. Yeah. Jin.
Here, let me. Oh, God.
Here I come. How about
Stop.
this?
Break.
Wide open into the fray.
North. Stop.
Nightmare. Get back.
Superb.
It would have been cool if there's, an enemy, but it's fine. Well, that's the last of them. None of this makes any sense. What are the Letherian monsters doing here? It's like the whole ecosystem's got out of whack. Wouldn't surprise me one bit, not with an Aegis running riot. Monsters lose their home, so they fight for another's territory. Then that lot need new land. It's a vicious circle. So Torna monsters are losing their traditional habitats and flowing into Letheria. And they're displacing Letherian monsters who wind up here. Perhaps, then, we should follow this disorder to its root in Letheria. So I guess we aren't the only ones to lose our home because of war. Now each country will need to defend itself not only against Malos, but from displaced monsters too. We have even less time than I thought. Prince Adam, Laura! Yet more monsters have shown up, and they've gone inside this time. Ah, give me a break. There can't be many of them left now. Let's give them the coup de grace. Yeah, one more assault. How'd they get inside? How did they get past us? I guess they probably could have come from the fort, actually. That makes sense.
Chain attack. Ready.
Whenever you're ready.
My friends.
We
Ow.
All the tools we need to win. Submit. My forces are heightened. Don't overdo it.
Now
Got
the
it.
real battle begins.
Midnight Mist.
Best of luck.
Take this. Dream
Kill
team
stroke.
confirmed.
Breaking strike.
Slow down.
You're ready.
I'm all set.
Come, wind of healing.
Are you ready?
Let me magnify that for you.
I like the way this is going.
Now,
This is the way.
we're ready. Dodge
With
this.
scale.
For my
How about
liege.
this? I'll give you a hand.
Not
I
bad
need
at all.
some dream team confirmed. We'll make short work of our foe.
Whenever you're ready.
Dodge this.
Yes. Stay back.
I couldn't be more focused.
No surprises there.
Blade combo. Third stage.
Celadon whirlwind.
Super. Awesome.
Try this on my turn. I'm charged and ready. Wind of healing. Fantastic. Yes. Ray of punch.
Bridget.
Here I come. Allow me to charge and rest of luck. Lightning buster. Mighty gust. Whirlwind. Ready to unleash an elemental attack. Yes. Ray of punch.
Now then, man.
So shall it be.
You move the wind.
getting in the way whenever I find.
All right.
Time for the
Prince
prince to
Adam,
go.
Emperor Hugo. We are so very sorry to have beleaguered you with such trouble. I assure you, it won't happen again. Don't stand on ceremony so much, Kalina. Anyhow, the damage doesn't seem to be too great. Right, Hugo? It is so. The Warren offices were ably defended, despite our numbers. There were a few breaches, mind. It's alright. The important thing is that you and Kalina are alive and well. You did a great job, and you're both still in one piece. Don't be so hard on yourself. Your Majesty. That means a lot to me, Your Majesty. If only I had your wisdom and bravery. Then maybe I'd be able to do a bit more to help my prince and my people. No, don't do yourself down. You are brave. Now's right, Your Majesty. He hasn't a hope of holding a candle to your qualities. Thanks, Kalina. Really nicely put, that is. But anyway, I felt like I witnessed true heroes in action today. Keep that up and Malice doesn't have a chance. We aren't as powerful as you, Prince Adam, but when the time comes, we'll give everything we've got. That's right, we believe in you, Prince Adam. You're the one that can create a peaceful future for us. I really appreciate that. I promise to do everything I can to make that future a reality. Nice.
I won't lie. It feels good.
Yeah, I'm running out of space on this community board. Let me tell you what. I'm really running out of space here. Also, 2 more, and then we probably get more side quests. The cares hang heavy on your face, Prince. Well, I'm pleased that they trust me, but from time to time I wonder if they're wise to do so. I don't know if I can live up to this ideal that everyone has of me. I'm only human, not a god. I come up against my limits every single day. Mortal men and not divine, but set apart by blood and nobility. Prince Adam, you should hold up your head with pride before the people, resolute and unbowed. Such is the burden of one who leads his people. A heavy burden indeed. But that's the way it is. Yeah, not many people realize that it's tough to be royal. It's about the biggest responsibility you can shoulder. But at least you don't have to bear it alone. Some things will always be difficult, but whatever's heavy can be made lighter with friends' help to carry it. Wise words, Laura. I knew you'd say something like that. Oh, Lady Laura, I just love those nuggets of wisdom. I agree, nothing is easy in life, but still, we strive ever onwards, aiding one another in whatever way we can. To be the hands of His Majesty, to share in both his joys and sorrows, that is the foundation of our honor. My most loyal subjects. This whole driver and blade thing, we're almost like one person in 2 bodies, don't you think? So you just need to let me take a little of that burden sometimes, no? Ah. Hey, what's wrong? Stop bottling it up, Adam. Yeah, Adam, stop being such a goddamn tsundere. Jeez. Stop being such a fucking himbo. God. You guys, I'm just realizing what a lucky man I am to have such friends. Thank you. Thank you all. Yeah, Adam, you can't be a himbo all the time. Sometimes you gotta have feelings and emotions.
I'm glad we could be of help.
Be the protagonist you were meant to be, Adam. You defeated the invading Letherian monsters, and the Resistance camp can return to their daily routine. All praise our great Lord Adam. Hip hip hooray! Yay! Woo! All right, free community.
You have my thanks.
Okay. Next on our list of things to do. Alright, I need to get Eternity Loam at the Nature Preserve.
That was a nice change of pace.
All right, remind me why we're here again?
This is becoming addictive. This is becoming addictive. This is becoming addictive. This is becoming addictive.
I'm something of an expert.
This is becoming addictive.
Okay. Alright, got the stuff?
That was a nice change of pace.
All right, remind me why we're here again?
Oh, you found the materials for me. How terribly kind of you. Now I can finally fulfill that old promise. Will you be okay? Is there anything else we can help with? No, young lady, I'm quite all right. Thank you for asking. I could never face him again if I broke that promise. What would he think of me? I don't mean to pry, but who is he? He was my husband, though I haven't seen him in decades. Your husband? One day years ago, he came home saying he was taking over the family inn, and wouldn't I like to help out there? But I'd just become a potter, you see, and that was all I wanted to do, all I'd ever wanted to do. So I set him packing, told him maybe one day when I'd created my finest work, I might come back to him. And that was that. He hasn't tried to find you since. Well, maybe he knew that wasn't the whole story, but the thing about my finest work was just an excuse. The truth is, I didn't hate the idea of working at the inn, I just hated that he took it for granted that I would do it. He didn't consider my work important, and that hurt most of all because I loved him. I truly did. I see. Well, look at me rambling on at you. It's been a while since I talked about that. When I finish this vase, will you take it to him? Say, here it is, Muriel's finest work. I'm afraid we'll have to decline that request. Huh? What are you on about, Minoth? You made the promise. You should deliver the vase yourself. You want me to? After all these years? It doesn't matter how many years it's been. You're here now, aren't you? There's still time for you to make good on your promise. Do it now before it really is too late. He's still upset about the Quaestor. Laura and Adam are two of the most kind-hearted fools you ever met, so of course they want to help you. They do everything in their power to help, and you would just sit back and let them. Oof, Minoth spitting hard truths. Minoth spitting the hard facts. Oof. Very well, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to get some exercise. Would you give me a few minutes? I need to gather my things. Minoth spitting the hard truth, man. God damn. Sorry to keep you waiting. Let's go and find my husband. Are you sure you'll be alright walking all that way? He should be at the inn in Hyber, so it isn't all that far. I'll be fine with you youngsters to help me. Hyber's so far away? Hyber's so far. Hyber? Does that mean your husband is? I haven't been back since the day we split up. You may be witness to a bit of a scene, but I hope you'll stick by me. Dude, Hyber's so far. Minoth. I'm all about, like, the integrity of this, but at the same time, I don't know if we should just be letting the old woman go all the way out to Hyber Village. She's crossing the fucking desert, by the way. So, like, that's cool, I guess. Savage. Minoth is savage.
You remember our destination, don't you?
Hello? Is anyone here? How very odd. The inn's open, but no one's around. I hope nothing's happened to him. Wait here, miss. We'll have a look around. I'm not sure if it means anything, but I spotted some footprints out front. Maybe they lead somewhere. You've got a sharp pair of eyes there, missus. I was just so nervous about seeing my husband again that I had my eyes fixed on the ground. I just don't know how I'll feel when I see him, or how I should behave. It feels like being a young woman again, even though I know we can't turn back time. Footprints.
Slow and steady.
Keen eye and
Laser
focus. These are definitely a person's footprints. Let's follow them. Alright, well they don't go toward the desert, so I guess that's mildly comforting, I guess. This game has trained me that, like, nothing good happens in these quests. So I'm like, I'm half expecting this dude, he's dead. Like, I'm straight up expecting this dude to be dead. It's like Tales of Berseria all over again. No one gets to be happy. No one gets to be happy in Berseria. No one gets to be happy in Torna. Oh, yep, there he is. There he is. What'd I say? What'd I fucking say? Hey there, are you all right? Can't breathe. Let me see him. Cool. Awesome. His breath sounds all wrong. There must be something blocking his windpipe. What should we do? What if he's having some kind of seizure? Shall I fetch a doctor? No, it's no use. You never make it in time.
We'll have to perform first aid ourselves. Hayes, what do we need? Ideally something to soothe his throat. We need to help him breathe easier. Awesome. Dope. He's fucking dying. He's fucking dying, dude. Alright. So, we got lilies, we got chamomile. Phew. I really thought the Grim Reaper was coming for me this time. Whoa there, are you okay standing up? You should probably take it easy, old man. Oh, don't worry about me. I feel much better now, thanks to you. I have these funny turns sometimes, but I just need a little rest and I'm right as rain. You should absolutely get some rest, but you should know you have a visitor. A visitor? You mean a guest at the inn? Oh, blast, that means they've been waiting all this time. I have to hurry back. Oh, there he goes. Hey, you can't go running off on your own again. Laura! Ugh, let's go. Aegeon, come with me. We might need you. Of course. You really wouldn't think he was lying helpless on the ground 2 seconds ago. He's young in spirit, not a bad thing at all. It is a bit worrying though, isn't it? Well, we came here to help, so we'll just have to do that. In more ways than one. Dude had a freaking asthma attack. Dude had a freaking asthma attack and he's just like, oh, I gotta get back to the inn! Like, alright. Alright, this man's dying. Oof. But it's fine, we're about to... It's fine. He loses his breath from an asthma attack, and now he's gonna get his breath taken away from his wife. Fun! Hold on, it can't be. Muriel, is that you? It's been too long, Tio. You look older, as do I. Well, I never. What's the occasion? Have you finished your best work? I've been waiting to see that. You've been waiting, even though I didn't write to you even once. Jesus, Muriel. Fuck, man. Fuck. You've never been waiting all this time. I know when you're pulling my leg. Oh, you've not changed either. You still laugh when you're embarrassed. Let's go inside and talk. So you're ill. And you still came all the way to see me. It's all thanks to these youngsters. You're not dead yet, so why not do what you can while you're still alive? That's what they said to me. I think I chose my words a little more carefully. No, that sounded about right. Did you really? I couldn't tell. Right? But no, spitting the hard truths. Everyone, I'd like to extend my heartfelt thanks to you all. When you get as old as we are, you get also tangled up in obligations. It feels as if you can't move anymore. You get used to glossing over difficult things or giving up entirely, but that did no good at all for either of us. It's true, we were both too wrapped up in our own lives. How about it, Muriel? Why don't you stay here tonight? We have years and years of stories to swap. And I want your expert opinion on where to display your vase. Tio, are you sure? Damn it, I've got something in my eye. God damn it, Adam. Shall we leave these two alone? Wait! Something's been nagging at me this whole time. Haven't I seen you before in Indol? I have, I'm sure I have. With someone named called Quester Amalthus? He helped me when I slipped on some stairs. Weren't you his attendant? He was so kind. How is he? Don't worry. Whatever their past deeds, all souls will attain salvation. I believe that with all my heart. Here, take this. Muriel's clay bell. What is it? It's only a little thing. I made it once to ward off evil and invite happiness. I don't need it anymore now. May your path be blessed from this day on. What a kind old lady. It's too bad that Quester Amalthus is an actual literal fuck.
I won't lie. It feels
It's
good.
such a shame.
Thank you.
Alright, our community leveled up. What other quests are there? Oh, there's actually, I don't actually see anything. That's thank God for now. Well, nothing here in the community page, but there might be other stuff. There's always other stuff. The fuckiest fuck, yeah.
I'm glad it all
Tio and
worked out.
Muriel have been reunited after many, many years. Here's hoping they'll enjoy the time they have left together. All right, let me just look through the map. I gotta know. The They're probably gonna be in. If anything, they're gonna be in Oresco. They're not gonna be anywhere else.
Even on familiar ground, we must stay vigilant.
Nothing there. I don't see anything here. Okay. Okay. We seem. It seems everything's fine for now.
Even on familiar ground, we must stay vigilant.
Have I met enough people in the community yet
There
to get
must be some
swordplay
use for
or
this.
get mineralogy? Oh my god, I'm 2 off. F this. Bullshit. This is bull. Alright. There's one dude. I can get a free community point here, so let me track this dude. And then we're doing Trail of Destruction. So, search Lasaria Woodland and Torna for signs of Bry's son. Right, okay. Ah, it's this dude. Oh, he's a Special Inquisitor. Right. Not used to seeing the Special Inquisitor just be a random side character. Weird. Okay.
Why, thanks.
Cool. 20. Wait. Whoa. Back the fuck up. What did that say? 23. I need 23. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Even if I were to get every single person in this, right, every NPCs I've met so far, even if I was able to get them all in as community points, I'm still 3 off. Holy Christ. Jesus, man. Alright. Lasaria Woodland. Oh man, he went far.
That was a nice change of pace.
All right, remind me why we're here again?
Oh, is this the dude that we made the delivery for? Hey! Is that Kane? Oh! Uh-oh. Aren't you a beauty? Laura, look out! That's fine. Thanks, Jin. I'm good. But we have to save that man. Huh. Yeah, we come back full circle. It's this dude. Creef! The Creef Griffiths!
I'm all set.
Poised and ready.
You read my mind.
Healing regularly is the key to our bond makes my power balance for now. You're wide open.
And break. Lightning buster. I said I will fight better.
You read my mind.
And he drives me.
Okay.
For my leech. Round cutter.
Spinning wheel. Lightning buster. Bring the power.
Healing regularly.
I
This is my
stand
first
ready.
time traveling like this. It's quite refreshing.
Oh, really? Then why don't we do something to celebrate?
Ah, sorry about that. I was trying to warn you not to come any closer. I guess I need to get better at warnings, huh? Sorry you got attacked. Anyway, it's been a while. Didn't think I'd have to be saved by you guys again, but here we are. You recognize me, right? It's Kame. Remember? You helped me with the monster/bridge situation? I had a feeling we bumped into each other again. What a coincidence, huh? Crud, I gotta hurry. Otherwise my old man will lay into me again. Sorry, I have to dash. Thanks for saving my skin. I'll see you back in the capital. Okay.
This is becoming addictive.
Right.
Aren't we intrepid?
Nature makes a fine ally.
Alright, I need to jump more to get light, manipulate light, or whatever it's called.
Even on familiar ground, we must...
Ooh, that stinks. Did you seriously need to punch me? Shut your mouth, boy! Can't you see how much you put everyone out? A thrashing is exactly what you need. What was I supposed to do? I got attacked by monsters. I'm not prepared for something like that. And anyway, all this because of a bit of gardening gets pushed back by a day? It's way out of proportion. Bit of gardening? I'll show you a bit of gardening, you! Mr. Niddle, control yourself. This is getting out of hand. Fool! You think it's just some garden? This is the royal garden of the King of Torna we're talking about. I know all of that. Oh, you do you? The state of this garden will remind our liege of the disarray his land is in after the war, and you're fine with that? What if someone comes forward, says our king can't even keep his garden in good condition? If it reaches his royal ears, his brilliance may dim, and that may impact his rule. Down that path lies chaos and misery. Dad, come on, it's just a garden. I'm telling you, it's more than that. You'd better learn to listen, boy. There is more at stake than you know. Wow, I guess you're a big deal, huh, Pops? Even though I don't get it. Still talking back? You must really miss the taste of my knuckles. That's not what I mean. I might not 100% understand, but I'm not open to the possibility that you're right. I don't know if what you say is true, but I guess it might be. So I guess I'll keep helping you with your work. Is that right? Well, that's very nice of you to say. But you'll have to give me something as well, like words of encouragement, some coaching or whatever. Because I tell you, I've had enough taste of your fist to last me several lifetimes. If I wanted your opinions on how to raise a son, I'd ask you. I'm so happy they finally reached an understanding. Did they though, Hayes? This is like borderline abusive parenting, Hayes. Like, Hayes, how is that an understanding? Just look at how happy and content they look. Doesn't that speak volumes? No, that's fear, Hayes. That's fear. That's not content. That's not content. That's fear. Well, we finished the Zen. We made the Zen garden pretty again. Go us. We fixed it. In any case, I'm glad the gardens have finally been put to order. Thank you, everyone. At last, I can bring His Majesty some good news. That is a positive outcome. Now, is there anything else we can... Surely you jest, Lord Hyuko. My heart cannot withstand any more secondhand embarrassment. May the architect grant you a long life and good fortune, Mr. Niddle. Yes, that would be nice, wouldn't it?
I am honored.
Alright, well, that's 2, so I'm still 1 off.
Thank you.
No, I'm not. JK. No. We're still pretty off. There's another one! They don't stop. They don't stop. Everybody stop having problems!
Great.
All the rubble has been cleared out, and the gardener, Bry, along with his son, will get to work on the garden. The city's former glory is a step away. Okay. So that's 2 more. We have 2 more quests, in theory. Safety measures, and then whatever the other one is in somewhere. Alright, what am I doing here? Speak with Geo, inform my... Oh, okay. That's easy enough. Yeah! I finally jumped enough! It's so dumb. That's such a dumb requirement.
I can't focus only on attacking.
Alright. I'm going to assume... Wait, so I need 20 more community. I'm 21 off from the level. Okay. Interesting. I assume level 6, because we're community level 5 right now. I'm assuming level 6 is probably the highest. Is probably max community right there. And then that's how you get girl talk, which Okay. Don't know what I'm gonna need girl talk for. It's probably for like the last side quest, if anything. Yeah, I have to say I saw this coming. This isn't going to be easy. Wayden's as old school as they come. Stubborn old goat, that one. Lita usually acts as an intermediary, but... Wait, I seem to remember him mentioning that Lita was the reason he couldn't leave the capital. Could it be that he's just worried about her? It can be easy when your only daughter is off adventuring. I hate to trouble you, but if you run into Lita somewhere on your travels, could you ask her to pay a visit home? She's probably in Gormott. How do I know? Because that's where I told her to go. Go to Gormott, see the world. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. Well, the last I saw her, she was at the port, so...
You remember our destination, don't you?
No. Wait. A newbie driver? Now that you come to mention it, I did see a ridiculously bubbly driver. Her blade was kind of a buzzkill, though. They were talking about heading out of Torgot village and trying to climb the Titan's neck or something. I don't remember their names. It was lunchtime, so I was more interested in slaying a few rice balls. Okay. Oh, they went, like, way out. Okay.
What a pleasant stroll. You remember our destination, don't you?
Hey, Lita. I think girl type may be purely lore-based. Could be wrong, though. Okay. Hey, guys. What are you doing here? Here to explore the Titan's neck, too? Or not? As lovely as that sounds, there's actually some stuff going on that we wanted to discuss. No need to be so cryptic, Laura. Let's cut to the chase. We need your help, Lita. You need me? Oh, don't tell me. Is it some kind of spicy food eating contest? Huh, I can't think of anything worse, to be perfectly honest. If someone suggested a contest like that, there'd be an atom-shaped hole in the door before you could blink. Okay, so it's not that. What's this all about, then? That was an amusing diversion, but you mentioned cutting to the chase. My dad said that. Architect's sakes, I'm so sorry about him. He's a toughie. No need to apologize. He's a straight talker, and I respect that. The handyman Gio seemed to think that worrying about his only daughter has Wayton's hackles up a bit. Oh, you think so? I can't imagine that would make Dad so angry, though. Back when Kata named the way tree after him, you used the words grumpy and stubborn, right? Yeah, I did say that, but that stuff he said to you was a bit beyond grumpy. Something to do with that blade and malice sitting his sights on the capital, perhaps? Oh, Kata, what should I do? I'm still on my journey of self-improvement. You're going to go home, right? I see no reason not to go back and help these people. Yeah, thanks, Katie. You're the best. You always know what to do. Typical cat. Typical cat, Blade. Okay, then. I guess I'll see you back at the capital.
Skip and a jump later.
Even on familiar ground, we must stay vigilant.
Bother me as much as you like. I'm not going to be changing my mind. Go home. Oh, well, I guess I'll just leave then. Lita, what on all rest? I heard you were worried about me, so here I am. How are you doing, Dad? Is everything all right? Aye, you? Never better. Oh, thanks to Kata and these lovely people. This lot? I owe them my life, Dad. They helped me when I was in a tight spot. They picked me up and set me straight. You don't say. They told me the capital was in trouble. And I know how you always treat the buildings you make like your children. So it must have been tough, huh? Seeing your children destroyed right in front of your eyes like that? You're not wrong, lass. Just remembering that day is, well, let's just say I don't care to. Makes me want to strangle someone. Either that bastard as did it or me as couldn't do nout about it. Okay, words. That's not true, Dad. There's plenty of you can do. You can use your skills to help people. To me, you can make it right. I'm so sorry I wasn't here when it happened. I should have been. It's okay, lass. So for this shelter of yours, best way to go is to expand the inn's basement, I reckon. Just need the right materials. Wait, does that mean you'll help? I'm not going to refuse the folks who saved my daughter's life. Nout is literally not. Look, but it's now it confused me. The grammar got me all confused. Thank you so much, Dad. Wow, quite the change of heart. People are truly splendid in their complexity. Hey, everyone, Dad says we need to gather muscle branches, bismuth slabs, puzzle tree wood, and, deer wood and alloy sheeting. We need a certain amount of each. I'm sure we'll need a lot of materials in order to build a nice, strong shelter. Dad's going to go to the inn to plan the construction, so he said we should take the stuff there when we get it. Leave it to us then. We'll find all those materials in no time at all. I'll do as much as I can to lend a hand. For now, I'll ask around and see if there's anyone else who wants to help. Adam, I meant what I said before, but even so, I must thank you for helping my daughter. I'm doing this job because of the debt I owe you for that. Thank you all the same. I won't begrudge you for your opinion of me. Thank you for your help, Wayton. Do I have enough materials? Let's find out. Let's find out. All right. Cool. That should do it. I'll get to work. Starting work, are you? This might cause a fair bit of disruption to your business, Fred. Don't worry about it, Wayton. You're doing us all a big favor. Just concentrate on your work. I'll hang a sign to let people know we'll be closed for a little while. That works. Cheers. I can lend a hand too, Dad. Oh, that's an ominous door. That's an ominous door. Opens, closes. It'll do right enough. Ooh, way to go, Dad. So this is our shelter. It's incredible. Doriest door Marumo ever see. Cannot imagine it break ever. Would you like to test that? Feel free to give it a good old whack. That okay? How hard should Marumo hit it? Whoa, stop, 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 stop. It's not a toy. Feeling tired, Laura? Yeah, no, I'm just having a bit of a moment. It feels like there's been more downs than ups lately. I was starting to think that there's no hope for us after all. But look, sometimes hope's not misplaced after all. All you have to do is keep it burning. Torrans are a hardy folk. They don't give up when it's dark. Sometimes they're all the stronger for it. So don't go feeling like the world's rested on your shoulders alone. We're here too, and we're more than capable. We not just defenseless little pups. We show spirit. We rally together and make difference. This shelter will take a weight off of our minds. Now we can fight without the fear of the worst case scenario. Excuse me, sorry to interrupt, but Wayton would like to discuss the building of the next shelter. Already? We only just got done with this one. No time like present. Gathering of funds is also issue. There's so much to do. Not a toy, sure, but if a null point can break it, then it ain't strong enough. That is very true. Like, imagine he just like plows right through it and goes right into the room. Like, yeah, god damn it. Plot twist. That door is actually just made of paper mache. It just looks like it's just got like gilding on it. It's actually worthless. Jin Hayes, have you got it? Have you got a Mo? What's the matter? So this is just an idea, okay? I don't know if we'd be able to do it, but when the war is over, why don't we build a house together? House? I want to help people the way you've helped me. I've been mulling it over, but I just couldn't think of anything. Then I had a brainwave. It might be nice to build a house for war orphans, somewhere that they can call home. Maybe I'm just being silly. I think that's wonderful, my lady. Indeed, that's a lot of people to take care of, though. It could get expensive. You're right. First we need money to build the house, then we'd have to find some way to support us all. But even if it doesn't work out, having something to strive for might help you keep your spirits up. I think so too. Wouldn't it be nice to have a big family at last, Lady Laura? A big family. When you put it like that, I'm kind of impatient to make it happen now. Thanks, guys. I was convinced you were going to laugh at me. We would never laugh at your dreams, Laura. When all this is over, why don't we talk to Adam about it? He'd help us out for sure. Yeah, I plan to. Yeah. Yeah, sure. We'll build a house together, Laura, and we'll take care of all the orphans. So let's do our utmost to protect Torna and make it happen. Yeah, sure. Laura, we're gonna protect Torna and everything will be fine. Everything will be just fine.
You really shouldn't have.
No.
I am honored.
Oh no. Oof. Alright. We have one more side quest, and then I think I'll probably call it a night because I still need to do stuff before I go out of town. The shelter was completed uneventfully using the basement of the inn, bringing Laura newfound hope for the future of Torna. Yeah. Yeah, sure. Alright. Where is this side quest? Yeah, of course. Of course it's at the garrison. Oh, fuck, of course it is.
What a pleasant stroll. You remember our destination, don't you?
Franca! Oh, wait, Lieutenant Franca. How's the situation? Lord Adam, what are you doing here? Well, after all that happened in the capital, I wanted to make sure everything was in order within the ranks of the militia. That's very thoughtful, Lord. In fact, we do have a small issue. How small are we talking, though? Ever since Malice's strike on the capital earlier, the militia's been hemorrhaging people at a steady clip. Just now, a soldier came to me saying he wants to leave and go back to his country. Made me want to grab him by the shoulders and give him a good shake. He knew what he signed up for. Easy now, Vronka. It should come as no surprise, witnessing Malice's true strength without anyone quaking. It would take a stricter man than me to try and keep them here against their better judgment. But okay, let's talk numbers. How many have we lost? 4 frontline fighters and 2 camp guardsmen, 6 in total. I'd like to secure more personnel as soon as possible, but with things the way they are, it doesn't seem too likely. Very well, in that case, we will canvass the area for new candidates. No, my lord, you mustn't trouble yourself with such trifles. It's okay, Vronka. I feel like I've been relying on you too heavily in the matters of our militia. In times of trouble, I feel it's only fair that I should show some leadership. I understand if you insist, lord. So, who are we looking for then? Right, let's see. I think the most important quality would be having a bold and fearless spirit. Spirit? You don't want skill or intelligence? Nah, if you believe you can do it, then it's fine. It's mind over matter, Mithra. In times of peace, yes, those would be desirable qualities for sure. But where we are now, we must stand against the Aegis, an overwhelmingly imposing foe. What we need is men with the courage to face those odds, not even flinch. Certainly, that's the department where our departees must have been lacking. On the other hand, we are, after all, an army, so a sense of discipline will also prove indispensable. No matter how brave a single soldier is nothing if they cannot cooperate and follow orders to the letter. I see your meaning. Then we will look for spirited and cooperative human resources. That's right, my lord. There may be some left in the capital who would wish to join our cause. Very well then, leave it to us. It's as good as done.
We never turn a blind eye to people
Okay. Yes, tomorrow. No, tomorrow. There will be no stream tomorrow. There's absolutely no. My flight's at 1 o'clock in the afternoon tomorrow. There's definitely not gonna be a stream. I'm gone.
Don't you?
I'm fucking gone tomorrow. There's no stream tomorrow. Alright, we gotta find the peeps. This dude here. Oh, he's over here, I see. Oh, Isabella. Hello there, it's been a while. How you holding up? Huh? What am I doing in the capital? Well, I travel wherever the winds take me, searching the world for treasure like some kind of covetous tumbleweed. But every tumbleweed needs a base of sorts to adventure from. No, wait. Suddenly the metaphor breaks down. Anyway, what I'm saying is this rootless wanderer is looking for somewhere to belong right now. Beg pardon? Why don't I join the militia then? Good one, friend. I love a good chuckle. Can you imagine me in the militia? Now that you mention it, it might be nice to change from selfish tumbleweedery to put down roots and protect something bigger than myself. Still, I'm not used to roots. I'll have to mull this over. Sorry, but you can't have my answer just yet. Let me get back to you, okay? Oh, don't make that face. I know where the militia camp is. If I decide to accept your kind invitation, I'll go straight there. But if I tumble away in the night and you never see me again, that too will be your answer. That makes sense. I don't know why we asked her in the first place, honestly.
I think we're out of provisions.
I'll be fair, I don't know why we asked her, but it's fine. Geo. Hey there, something troubling you? Say again? The militia's short on people and you're looking for volunteers? I gotcha. I'll go enlist right now. Is that how you thought this go? A militia is basically an army. What that means is that you're always expected to fight. I don't really want ties with that kind of organization again. But if I flat out refuse, it'd hurt my reputation, wouldn't it? Alright then, I promise to think it over. Just don't get your hopes up. Alright. 0 for 2. Good. Good. Good start. Good start. Real good start. We are 0 for 2. Okay. Jerry's not gonna do it. There's no way. Jerry fucking hates us. You wanna talk to me? Do I wanna join the militia? No. Sorry, you're out of luck there, mate. And anyway, I've got business in this town that needs attending. Hope you find someone, though. I can bring skills that few others could. Alright. Since you put it that way, I guess I can't brush you off. Go on then, I'll consider it at least, but don't hold your breath. Alright. 3, 4, 0, 0 for 3. Okay. Doing good. Doing real great. I can't say that one wasn't a success, because it's kind of like, eh. Oh my god. Hey, look, it's Scary Lady from before. Truth. Just remembering now, Yoku's spring little leak in pants area. You're not even wearing pants, so that's gross. That's even grosser, honestly. Just Laura will do, thank you. Tell me, friends, since the last time we met, have you thought of what you want to do? What want to do? Like new pranks to pull? Yeah, we think if there any good way to achieve complete dominion over townspeople. Bunch of troublemakers, aren't they? Still, though, they sound quite gutsy. Say, boys, how would you like to use those guts in service to the militia? Militia? What's that? Is tasty? How should I explain this? The militia is sort of like a bunch of people who love justice. Justice? Indeed, justice. They are men and women of the highest caliber, all mighty and elegant warriors. Mighty? Elegant? And right now, the militia could use brave and capable people like you boys to serve as squires and the like. This is a terrible idea, Adam. This is an awful idea. Big Brother Pond, what do? If asking the whole thing smell fishy. Exactly. Would have to be real mush for brain for a pond to believe such nonsense. Meh. Big Bro Pond, please don't tell you actually considering. Ruru think is super idea. Meh, seems is always one in every family. What ho? You've decided to sign up then? No way. That was low down mean cheap trick, not count. Big Bro Pond easy to rope in with big words like elegant or mighty is too easy to exploit. Now we know story meh is enough for today. Of course, you should discuss this carefully amongst yourselves. If you decide to do the right thing, just come to the militia camp anytime. You know we'll be waiting. That's a terrible idea, Adam. That's an actual awful idea. A genuine terrible recruitment offer, but sure, we're here for it, I guess. Shrug. Passionate youngster, here we go. Man, those militia soldiers are just too groovy. But when the Aegis came raining his stupid destruction everywhere, those drivers and blades were they were so groovy too. Wait a second, that's you. You're those drivers and blades. Say what? Have I got an interest in the militia? Vaguely. See, up till now, I've had my sights set on the Torna army. Took the entrance exam 3 years running. But seeing you guys in action the other day, it was like, man, being in the militia could be pretty bodacious too. So yeah, it's a bit of a bind, frankly. I don't think I can give you an answer right this second, you dig? Can I have some time to mull it over? Don't worry, I know where the militia's camped out. If I make my mind up to join, I'll just head over there, yeah? Cool. Okay. We're getting a lot of maybes, not a lot of yeses, so it's a bit awkward. Oh, he's not gonna say yes, there's no way. Hey, it's you guys! How about it then? We're keeping the gardens nice and tidy, aren't we? A labor of love for me and my dad. You know, it's funny. I never used to think very much of this place, me. Never thought it was anything special. But that all changed when I saw the old man busting a gut to fix this place after I got wrecked. So if I ever see that Aegis oaf around here again, I'll feed him a knuckle sandwich, see if I don't. You want me to put my money where my mouth is and join the militia? Wow, you don't beat around the bush. But since it's you asking... Right, well, I do feel like I want to repay you guys, and I would love to give that bloody Aegis a bloody nose. But on the other hand, working here in these gardens is also important to me. Hold up. If I was gonna leave, does that mean I'd have to persuade my old man first? Ugh, I'm not looking forward to that. He'll bash me proper, I bet. Sorry to keep you hanging, but do you think I could have a bit longer to think about it? If I decide to take the plunge and by some miracle manage to convince Dad not to kill me, I'll report to the camp. He's not coming. There's no way. There's no way. He's definitely not coming. Alright, who's this last dude? Oh, Clark. He might. Maybe. Guarding the warehouse is such a snooze fest. But I do like snoozing, it has to be said. Yep, I guess I've lucked out. What? You know a job that'd be perfect for me? No, we don't. Wow, who knew the militia gave you 3 meals and naps a day? Unless when stipulated otherwise. No, no way. Whatever the world may think of me, I'm still a gallant soldier of Torna. I don't care if I get to serve directly under Lord Adam, I will not abandon my duties so easily. But then again, just thinking about those naps... Man, now I'm torn. I have to sleep on this, man. If I decide to join up, I'll just head on over to the militia camp, yeah? These are bad. These are terrible candidates. These are awful candidates. What have we done? This militia's shit. Oh, God. Oh, this militia's gonna be trash, dude. These candidates, like, none of them really gave me a whole lot of, like, yeah, they got spirit and discipline. Lieutenant, how goes? I think we've spoken to all people of promise in the whole of the capital. Oh, thank you, Lord Adam, everyone. Unfortunately, it is yet unclear as to who of them will actually answer the call. But I think that if anyone were to come, they should most likely do so soon. Do you mind if we wait for them here? I'd quite like to see if the people I selected will ultimately meet with your approval, Lieutenant. Of course, my lord, I'd be honored. Hey, dude, so I totally couldn't shake the image of you all being cool in the capital, so here I am. Yeah, I figured he'd come. Thank you for choosing the militia. I had a good feeling about you from the start, friend. So these are the militia barracks, then. Sweet, the Torna Army's HQ got nothing on this bad boy of a wall. Looking good, looking good. Maggot, you'll mind your language in talking to your superiors or you'll get the lash. Who's this mean old bag? What did I just say? I'll show you who I am and architect help you if you forget. Adam, was this Franca there all along, or is this her evil twin sister? You see, she was an Orion Army drill sergeant in her past life. That's the only way she knows how to talk to her men. At least there will be discipline, I suppose. So who do you think you are, then? Right, sorry, I'm Luke, and I want to join up if that's alright by you. This is the army, you dog. You will call me ma'am at all times. Is that understood? Yes, ma'am. You learn quick, at least. I'll make a soldier out of you yet. All right, then. You're in. Run along now. Yes, ma'am. Right away, ma'am. Huh. Adam, are we sure this is okay? Well, I think she likes him, actually. I imagine things will work out. Okay. This is Isabella, an adventurer formerly blessed with quite a restless spirit. You're the boss here, right? Looking forward to serving with you. Right. Well, if Lord Adam thinks you have what it takes, then I cannot argue. You should do nicely. I hope this whole militia thing doesn't prove a massive waste of my talents. All right, that's 2. Good. That makes 2 new recruits then. This is like pulling teeth. You really think we'll make it to 6? Okay. It's not over until Napon ladies sing. In this case, is referred to arrival of us. Oh God. Oh look, the Napon siblings have decided to show up. A bunch of Napon. I see. Quite a shrewd idea, Lord Adam, nabbing us 4 at once. What are your names, fluff dogs? I'm quite happy you ask. Grant Ruru ear of friends, then, and Ruru will happily... Nope, stop right there. I don't care now. What are those outfits you're wearing? Ruru just trying to answer question. Please to ask questions one at a time. You need a serious attitude adjustment, and I'll start with your clothes. Get into uniform right the hell now. Yes, ma'am, Pod. They have uniforms? They have uniforms here? I didn't notice them anyone wearing uniform. Oh, okay. Does uniform make Ruru look fat? It'll suffice. But don't think your lives won't change now that you've joined our ranks. You might not be fighters, but I'll make sure, damn sure, to whip you into shape. Scary lady, scary. Could maybe tone down the scary. Quiet now while lady talking. First, you'll clean up this whole base, and if you miss a spot, I'll dock your food allowance. Yes, understand. All right, Napon have to work hard. No food to eat is fate worse than death. I hope those 4 will be okay. I wouldn't worry. I've got the feeling they'll quickly learn to use their restlessness for good. This may bring out the best in them. We hope. Well, so Lord Adam, it seems all 6 of the new recruits you found us are men and women of substance. Sure. I think these reinforcements will serve to improve the malicious fighting spirit immeasurably. Oh, boy. Okay. Now we may not be able to return here for a good while, Lieutenant. I trust you to keep things running in my absence. Count on it, Lord. Safe travels, and we'll all see you on the other side. Yeah, okay. Okay.
Thank you.
This is like the one quest that I just like don't feel like we did a good job. I feel like I failed this
That's
quest.
So sweet.
I feel like I 100% failed this quest, and I'm just like, no, this was bad. This was not a good one. This was a bad time for everybody. 100%.
There.
Of the many people you spoke to, 6 have joined the militia, bringing the number back up to par. That should improve the troops' morale somewhat. Maybe. We'll see. I'm into Bronca. Yeah, Bronca seems nice. Alright, we're going to save up. And on that note, guys, that is it for me tonight. Thank you so much for coming out to the stream. I will see you guys back here probably next week. Most likely next Friday, the earliest, unfortunately, just because I will be out of town. So there will be no stream tomorrow or Thursday, just to let you guys know that. But as always, though, my name is Shoken Shin, you the audience, and I will see you guys next time.